on spells.
Yeah, every once in a while, I guess I get with the mindset of the world, but usually not. Usually I'm out of my mind. Uh, okay, so like I said, this is a playtest for the new module coming off of the Hateful Place called Wattsborn's Dead Roses. And it is 1648. And the witch finder, General Matthew Hopkins, has been dead for 9 months. You have been tasked by the crown to, most of the big cities, of course, have stopped the practice of hanging and otherwise mutilating women claimed to be witches. But out in the countryside, there's still some small settlements. So, as a way to earn some coin and maybe see the world or the country, anyways, you've been traveling around. About 5 years ago, a strange thing started happening in the world where about 1 hour or so a day, everything just seems normal, but then suddenly you'll find yourself laying on the ground wherever you were, and because maybe you've got facial hairs growing on your face, or maybe you're laying in a puddle. The time has passed, and what the science of the day is telling us is that for roughly 22 and a half hours of the day, everyone falls into a deep sleep, which they called the witch sleep, which predicated a lot of witch hunts. Of course, now science says that's not what it is. Science changes. So no more killing witches, and your job is to head to Wattsborn, and enlighten the locals that we no longer want to be hanging women or burning them or doing anything else to them as witches. And the king says, stop. And also, if they owe any back tax money, you might want to collect that while you're there. So I guess we could briefly go through each character. You guys can introduce your characters, tell a little bit about them, maybe why you decided to do this job. Then we'll pick up the journey, the adventure on the way to Wattsburg. So let's start with Mike up and over in the corner.
I'm playing John Benchley. John is was a four-warrior cavalier, and will probably be a cavalier. And it is probably out to soothe his conscience and his blade, as he has had some family members that were accused, and although not killed, his family's reputation was certainly besmirched. And he's looking to recover whatever honor he can. And that's John.
Excellent. Rush, tell us about your character.
I will be playing the young Father Thomas Bixby, who is he's a young lad, around 23 years, and discovered early on that he had some, despite the darkness and the evil that has made its way into the world, Friar Bixby has discovered that through his beliefs he has gained access to certain arts that he believes are brought to him as part of God's one of the small slivers of shining light that comes down into this dark world. So he is there's an order of the Catholic Church. The king has declared that hunting of witches is no longer to be tolerated, and as we all know, the kings typically did nothing without having the ear of the church involved, and the church has sent him along to ensure that this practice is stopped, is because it is now looked upon as a grave sin. and that is Friar Thomas Bixby.
Excellent. Young, tell us about your character.
He is out changing diapers.
Okay. Kevin, tell us about your character.
Okay, my name Watt Tyler, named after the famous revolutionary, hence the medieval spelling or whatever with one T. I was a member of the New Model Army, Cromwell's army, the good old cause, as we say, which has now reached its last few years. So John and I were on opposite sides of that struggle, but I saw many atrocities during that time myself, and I returned somewhat disillusioned by the profiteering that the so-called parliamentarians were taking part in to my village. And I saw a girl in our village, a very simple person who was accused of witchcraft and taken out, and all these townspeople, all these people that had known her whole life, turned upon her, and they hung her and then burned her body. And I decided that this was beyond the pale. I'm very disillusioned. I'm also a fighter who also veers into whatever I can get, I will take, because I feel like the society is corrupt on all sides. So I've joined up, but I'm also, very cynical about things.
Excellent. 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 A cynic is always good. And Yang, are you back?
Yeah. All right.
Tell us
so,
about your character.
Yeah, you see this gentle-looking soul. His name is Isaac Tewton, and Isaac is a mysterious man who hails from Lincolnshire, England. And his claim to fame is that he looks just like the famous mathematician, Sir Isaac Newton. And you think that he's there because he's sort of looking for some adventure, but you know that he has some sort of connection to the government, and I'm sure he's there to assist you in stopping the witch hunt. Yes, he's there, and he looks like Isaac Newton.
That's exactly why he's there. The only reason. Okay. Oh, God, who's left? Everybody changed their name. Okay, so Nikki.
Okay, I'm playing Cuthbert Deadmain. Cuthbert is young. He was an apprentice silversmith, and not a lot of people were buying a lot of silver with everybody sleeping all the time. So in order to get back to his trade, he's going to try to convince people that things need to progress and move on. And he's very, very young and very idealistic, so this may or may not work out for him. And that is Cuthbert Deadmain.
Nice. An idealist. We definitely need one of those. And rounding out the party, we have Crystal. Tell us about your character.
Philip Freeman is a bit of a shifty fellow. He claims that he was a chef before all this thing started going on. He likes to feed the army. Can't march on an empty stomach after all. He carries with him various foods and things to cook with. And he may have his own motives for being here, and that is Philip.
Fantastic. Okay, so we've got the party. You guys have been traveling. This village is about 100 miles out from the nearest large settlement. So being that you're only really traveling about an hour a day before you find yourself collapsed down, it's been a few days on the road. You wake up in a grassy field, knowing that you should make it there today if you make some good progress. There's a bit of a light forest with a path to your north that you follow that through about a quarter mile or so, and then it should open up into the fields that are the outskirts of Wattsbourne. So you get up,
And
dust yourself off. Go ahead.
Are we asleep 1 hour a day or 23? I missed.
23 hours a day.
So we get 1 hour a day to move, and then we're back to
That's
sleep. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a lazy person's dream when you think about it. All right, so you get up and you're moving, and into the woods. And as you do, you're kind of passing into the woods about, you get kind of a bit in so that you're fully in the woods, and you see some bushes shaking around you, and out jumps a lad, maybe 17, 18 years old. He's brandishing a dagger. And he says, don't bother trying to run. We have you surrounded. You must pay the toll if you want to pass through the forest. And he's looking around with his dagger.
Do I see anyone? I mean, is it heavy woods? Is it?
The woods aren't that heavy. Yeah, you look around, you can see some of the bushes and stuff kind of shaking. And when he says it, like, it's almost like on cue. He's like, there's people all around you, and you hear, and you look around, you see some of the bushes shaking.
And what is this toll you speak of?
Just whatever coin you have. You won't be needing it beyond this point. The people of Wattsburg are very generous. Anyways. And I'll put a little bit of into the church coffers. Don't worry. I always make my tithe. He smiles with missing 4 teeth.
Well, my boy, I shall offer you 5 shillings and not a pence more.
Okay. Throw it on the ground.
There you go. And then he tosses it on the ground.
Okay. What about you? He points at Philip.
Oh, my good sir, do I look as if I carry any coin on me? No, no, no. I am but a modest chef. I could perhaps make you some eggs if our time permits. What say you, John Cavalier?
John? What did you say your name was, lad?
Well, Joseph. What?
Oh.
But I didn't say that.
Well, that's good. I need to know what to carve on your gravestone.
He squints a little bit and takes 2 steps back. You're surrounded.
I've been surrounded by worse.
And you're surrounded. He says it louder, and you hear the bushes move again.
You ought to run away, kid, now while you're still alive. Beat it.
Yes.
5 more
John is-
shillings.
I
John
draw
is
my
not one to-
sword.
Yeah, he is not one to be trifled with. I'd give you money, but alas, as an apprentice myself, I'm usually only paid in bread and cheese.
I'll take cheese.
All right. I hand
And
over a
I've
little bit
drawn
of
my
hard
weapon
cheese.
as well. Sorry.
Oh, you draw up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Back.
I'll give him a little bit of hard cheese.
He takes the cheese and kind of shoves it into a sack. And he kind of gets down on a knee, and he's like trying to pick the shillings up off the ground, staring at you.
The young lad, you've been paid in both coin and fine cheese. I, as a friar, am sworn to poverty. I carry no coin. But understand, young one, that I'm on a mission from God.
Oh, Friar,
Oh my
I-
God.
I realize you are a pious man, Friar, but I would not call that good cheese. It was cheese, indeed, but I'm not sure I'd call it the good variety.
If you're hungry, any cheese is good cheese. Regardless, step aside, young man. We have business in town.
Hmm.
The church's
Oh.
business.
Church. Oh, to the church you go. Beware of the goat men. And then he runs into the woods.
Goat
And you
man,
see
he
the
says.
bushes, the bush that were shaking. You see 2 more kids that are 10 years old get up, and they run in different directions into the woods.
Thomas just kind of nods and keeps on walking.
Well done, Friar.
As well. They're not bad children. They are simply mischievous.
I do appreciate their enterprising spirit, but what were they doing here? Trying to rob from a group of armed men and women along the road.
I would say less rob and more swindle.
But goat
There-
men,
Yes, well,
know you what they are speaking of, Friar?
this
Have you
world
heard?
is full of evils. The devil knows no bounds.
Yes, but have you ever seen a goat man?
As of yet, no, nor do I wish to.
What about you, Cuthbert?
Goatmen? I don't believe I've ever seen any goatmen. The only time I've ever seen that is maybe if we have to do an engraving and somebody wants a picture. Satyrs can be popular at times.
Well, it would be exciting to see a goat man. Off we go. And he starts walking.
Let us not tarry.
Okay. Yeah. So you make your way through the woods. It's not very far, as I said, about a quarter mile, and you enter into effectively an open area. There's like patches of woods and various out and stretching in front of you, but you see fields, you know, where they do the work, and you can of course see people out there working. They've got to get as much done as possible in the 1 hour. So you see, you know, nearly 100 people out there in the field, just all working together to get things plowed and cows milked and all the other various things that farmers and such do. The village itself is pretty small. It's got maybe 10 structures, one of which is a very large church. You know, considering the town is small, it's a very large church, and with the steeple and the tower and the bell and everything. So it's pretty elaborate for such a small town. And one other building that seems fairly large, that's got a stables attached to it, as well as smoke coming from a chimney on top. Otherwise, the other buildings look like they're probably houses and stuff.
I got a thirst that would cast a shadow. I say we go into that other building, see if they've got anything to eat and drink.
Sounds
That's a
good to
new one.
me.
Well, I'll go into the building. Is anyone outside or anything? Or does it have
Yeah,
a
so you-
sign over it?
Yeah, you walk down into the main part of the town, and you know it's set up as basically one long kind of main street, if you will, with about 5 buildings on either side. One of which is this large building with the smoke. The other one, in the center at the edge, and is the church. You can see that as soon as you get onto the road, you can see that this is probably some kind of a shop. The end is the front facing the street is opened, and you can hear the clanging of a hammer on an anvil. The other buildings look to be store, like general storage areas. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like facility as far as a bar or anything like that in a town like this.
Small
It's-
town.
Yeah. As we're walking through, is there any sight of a pyre that has been lit? There's like no large charred markings in the middle of town or anything.
No. No, nothing. Nope, the street's pretty clear. And I mean, you saw most of the people out in the fields. You do see a few children, you know, kind of not babies, but, you know, small children like in town, just like kind of running from building to building, probably doing chores or whatever they're doing inside the town for the very short period. And you hear that clanging of the anvil.
Did we hear about activities? Did we hear that things were going on here? Because this is the town we were sent to, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, this entire region was pretty known for the hanging of witches, as was most of the area. So you're kind of going from town to town. This is probably not the first town you guys have encountered. Sometimes they've got witches that they're hanging. Sometimes they're like, oh yeah, no, we're good, that kind of thing. It kind of usually depends on the state of the church, you know, because it's usually the church that leads these kind of things.
Rather than make my way to the drinking establishment with the others, I'm gonna try and find the chapel or church.
Yeah, so this is a large church at the end of the street. And again, it's got the tower, the bell tower, and everything. It's pretty elaborate for such a small town. You can walk right up to it if you like. And as you go up, it's not a bar or anything. It's pretty clearly a blacksmith shop now that you're looking at it. And you can see a very, very large man stooped over an anvil. Like he's stooped over, like almost bent in half, and he's taller than any of you probably. Well, maybe
Oh.
it's not bent in half, but he's quite tall. He's banging the anvil, and he doesn't really notice you because he's got his back to you as you walk by.
Ah,
Does everybody want to go to the church, or do you guys want to? Sorry, do
I want to
you
talk
guys
to the
want
blacksmith as a fellow craftsman,
All right. So let's just go through quickly because we got a big group. Just see where
I'll
everybody's
go.
going.
I'll go with Cuthbert to the blacksmith.
Okay. What about John?
I'm with, I'm at the, oh, sorry, blacksmith.
Okay. Philip.
The blacksmith is where we thought the tavern was, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll blacksmith as well.
Okay. Isaac.
I go with Friar. Friar
Okay. I
Isaac.
was gonna say you're leaving Rush Up House.
Hi, it's just church.
Of course. Nothing can church. Nothing can hurt a church.
Goat man.
Okay, yeah. So you walk towards the center of town, towards the church. It's classic church, stained glass windows. Again, it looks like it should be in a town of maybe 5 times this size. So it's quite elaborate. You wonder maybe the town is wealthy, and just doesn't really show it here because you don't see a lot of houses. So maybe they're further off. So you don't really. It's hard to tell the living situation of the people. But as you go up the stairs, onto several sets of stairs up to the church, and you open the doors, which of course are unlocked. You look down and you see, classic church pews going down the center, an altar in there, and there's actually a man in here, and he is sweeping. He looks to be in his mid to late 40s. He's sweeping the floor, he's sweeping, and then when you open the door, he looks up, and he kind of squints because, of course, you're backlit, standing in the doorway, he can't really see you, and he says, "Hello."
Yes, I'll just walk right in and excuse me, and get to where he can see me, and so that he can see my robes, and I'll walk up and say, greetings, good man. I am Friar Thomas Bixby of London.
Pleased to meet you. I am Jonathan Cull. I am the keeper of the church. No priest am I, but I minister to the people as best I can. Our priest fell to disease some 2 years ago, and with what's been going on, and he kind of looks around. He looks up with the sleep and all. It's been hard to. Are you the relief?
Nay, I'm not the relief. I am a traveling friar. I'm here with companions and keeper of the church. You say? Well, I must say this church is gorgeous and truly stands monument to our Lord. It is an admirable job that you have done with the place. But no, I'm here. You mentioned, I believe you said, what with all that's been going on, I would take great interest in knowing of what you speak. I've heard rumors, of course, but the church in London is curious, very curious.
Well, it seems that each day we only awaken for a mere hour or so and quickly fall to unconsciousness. It's been happening for years now. This is not happening in other areas.
Yeah, that was going to be my actual question to you. Is this happening in other areas?
Oh yeah, it's all over the whole world.
All over. Yes, indeed. Even those of us, in London, we experience same thing. My understanding is that it's all over the world, or all over England anyway. I've not been beyond our borders.
Is there anywhere else? You look familiar. He points at Isaac Tooten.
Oh no, I believe we've never met before. My name is Isaac Tooten. Well met, sir.
Well met. Well, we can certainly put you up. There are rooms in the back. I am the only one who stays at the church regularly these days. It was a large endeavor for Miss Annabelle Parish to donate the money to build this church some 10 years ago. And I'm happy to keep it in the best shape possible.
Well, how kind of you, sir.
Yeah.
We
So
were sent,
outside, oh, good. Yeah, good.
pardon me. We were sent here to look into the practice of witch hunting, as my uh, good friend here has mentioned.
Well, witches are vile creatures. They say that that's where the sleep comes from. And we caught one just the other day. She will be burned at the stake tomorrow.
Oh, indeed. Where would
Hmm.
we find this witch?
Well, she is kept in a building in town under guard. Of course,
How
witches can be
how
sly. They can turn into rodents and frogs, weasels and bugs, owls and goats.
Indeed, sir. Forsooth. How fascinating. Have you seen a witch turn into a goat before?
Well, no, they're too clever for that. But I've seen goats where goats should not be.
I heard that one time a witch has turned a man into a newt.
Whew, he shivers.
Then again, I'm told that he got better.
Oh. Modern medicine.
Yes, sir.
We've also encountered on our way in, we encountered a young lad who bade us beware of goat men.
Goat.
Yes, goatmen. I would ask you, is he simply is it simply the flighty imagination of a child, or does this boy speak of something something that you all have seen?
I've not seen a goat man, but witches I have seen. They're terrible and ugly, covered in warts,
Yes.
long nose, but they cover that up with magic to make them look like beautiful young girls to lure us in. Well, not you, he says to the friar.
The boy used the term goat men. So it
Oh.
it led me to believe that perhaps it may be something not pertaining to the witches, but who knows? The witches could be behind such a thing.
Well, many things live in the forest, as you know. They are
Yes.
dark and deep.
So kept in a building in town. I assume he's kept at the or this witch, this woman is being kept. God, I don't even know what you'd call it. The where the is it the local jail, or
Our town is not big enough to have a jail. She is simply kept in a house, a storehouse, as it would be.
under
Oh, do
watch?
tell me once
Yes.
more, when is the burning supposed to take place?
Oh, tomorrow,
Tomorrow?
as the sun sets.
Ah,
They say that witches are particularly flammable at night.
indeed, sir. How was this witch caught?
Well, like all witches, trying to cast a spell.
Oh, what manner of spell was she trying to cast?
Well, this is a matter for the council. This is yeah, I didn't witness it myself, but they say she was trying to seduce a man. Then he
So
does like a
bad.
Where could I? Oh,
Only a witch would try to seduce a man. Is it not,
Exactly.
Friar?
it sounds. It sounds like it would fit in with what we know. Where might I find the captain of your guard? I know I am but a lowly friar, but I wish to interrogate this woman myself, as commanded by the church in London, of course.
well, you can meet with the council. They are in charge. We have no guard here. We're about a small town. We police ourselves. If a witch is found trying to seduce a man, and is reported, we, as a town, take the matters into our hands.
Where can I find this council at this hour?
Well, the council should meet soon. Here at the church, indeed. Why not stay?
Ooh, how convenient. Would you like an apple? He takes out an apple from his pouch and offers it to the man.
Oh, yes, I would like an apple. You two
Oh,
look familiar.
there you go. He hands over an apple and takes another one for himself and takes a bite into it.
Nice. Okay, and we cut it into the blacksmith. You see this hulking figure. He kind of stands up a little bit to stretch it. You see this. If he's 7 foot tall, he's 7.5 foot tall. This is a very large man, wide at the shoulders, kind of half bald on one side of his head. Looks like he got burnt, maybe. You're looking at the back of him, heavily muscled, but not like overly thin. So you can see some weight on him. He's shirtless, of course. Would you like to address the blacksmith?
I'm
There's
gonna go
nobody
up-
else in here.
Hello, my good man. Anywhere in this town I could get a drink? I'd gladly share it with you if you could direct me that way.
Turns and looks at you. He's kind of you can definitely see like one side of his face definitely had some kind of like fire or explosion. The hair is kind of burnt off. His lip
Oh.
even is kind of distorted. And he's a good like 7.5 feet tall. He's a huge guy. He looks at you and he says, well, we work first, then we drink.
Oh,
Is it
So
what time of the
load-
day? Is it late in the day? Good time to knock
Yeah.
off?
So I guess I should point out. So the time that everybody's awake is like between like about 7 to 8 o'clock at night. So like it's basically but just it's only an hour. Pretty much everybody's used to it now because as soon as the sun starts to set, then everybody starts to get drowsy, and by the time it's dark, everybody's asleep. But
And
he
we've
looks at
only
you and
got
he
an
says-
hour.
Yeah, he looks at you and he says, first we work, load the coal into the furnace, and he points to this like a pile of coal and a shovel, and you can see the furnace where he's, and then
Oh.
he just goes back to what he's doing, eating the thing.
Cuthbert looks at Watt and he says, well, we might as well help if we want to talk to him more. And I'll go grab the shovel.
Always working. All right. So I'll help as quickly as I can. And I'm going to say to the guy, well, that's a big church for a town this size. Quite impressive.
Well, there's no accounting for the spirit of the town. He smiles a crooked smile.
Yeah, they sometimes have all the resources, as it were, shoveling in coal as fast as I can.
Mhm. Yeah, you can see that he's making manacles, like the kind that like a big one goes on your neck, and then the hands and the feet like all connected, interconnected with chains. Yeah.
Why, good sir, I am also a craftsman of sorts, but never have I made such as these things you are making. What could you possibly want with these? I mean, he knows, but he's just being,
You don't want to find out.
oh,
The fire is getting cold. Blow some air onto it with the bellows.
oh, okay. Go get the
It's
bell.
like,
Yeah, I know. Then I'd be like, I don't want to be rude, good gentleman, but there must have been a horrible accident. I'm glad that you are still among the living. It's Cuthbert can't stop
Accident?
looking at his face.
Where? In the fields?
Oh. Sorry, the heat from the furnace is affecting my shutter, but you talk for a minute, Watt. He says as he bellows. He does the bellow.
So what's this must be quite a person that you're afraid of or whatever to make these manacles like this. Some like,
Witch.
criminal, a witch. And I'll cross myself.
Hmm.
Tell me more. What happened? How did you discover her?
Well, Clink, you know how the witches are. Going around bewitching things.
And what? So it's a woman. What did she bewitch? Not
What do
yourself.
you mean it's
I
a
mean.
woman? You've heard of man witches? Wouldn't
No,
that be a wizard?
Or a warlock.
Hmm.
All
He
of them.
smiles. Ah, yes. I like you. He kind of hits you on the shoulder. You probably stagger back to the big.
As soon as we get this fire done, we'll tip back a few, quickly putting more coals in.
Is there a bucket
Why are
of
you just
water
standing
around?
there? What's that? He's just you're exactly who he's about to address. He looks at Sean. Why are you just standing there?
In his fancy outfit.
Do you have a bucket of water around?
He goes, I have a bucket, and he kicks it towards you. The well is at the end of the street. Hurry before the metal is ready.
Said, okay.
Oh, well, my good sir, I am a chef of extraordinary caliber. Where do they prepare the meals that I may hand them my expertise?
The meals are served at the church in the back. A
Very
chef.
well.
You cook?
Indeed, I do.
Huh. A man cooking, a man wizards. Where are you from?
Why, we are from this fine city of London.
Oh, of course.
John would like to look around. Does this man look like he smiths anything of value?
You see farm tools for the most part, and several kind of. He seems to have lots of bladed things, but they're not necessarily swords, but they're like hooks and blades and things like that that are hanging on the wall. But they look like they're probably tools. Nothing that's like jewelry or anything like that. It's all, and of course, manacles.
Well, I better go find Friar Bigsby. He'll likely be needing my help. Good day, gentlemen.
Tell your
and
friend
a-
to hurry up with the water.
John,
Okay.
hurry up with the water.
I'm coming. I'll
Do you
come
ever-
running in and I'm going to pour right into the forge.
Where?
Pour into the forge.
Right into the forge.
Oh,
right on top
no.
of what he's forging.
Oh my God!
I'll just
All
grab
right.
the water and say, no, John, it's over here, over here. When he was in Prince Rupert's
Oh, no.
army,
No, it is.
he was always ordering the stuff, not making it.
You know, I think
Like-
these manacles could fit on a man. Actually, he's staring at John.
I said, I'm a bit dim-witted. Sorry. Put one too many in the noggin.
Yes. Well, you look kind of flammable. Stay away from the
Mm.
fire.
Mm,
Can I stop bellowing now?
I will go get some more water.
No. Get the beer.
Get the beer. Where's
Yes,
the
in
beer?
that
get the
room.
beer.
He kind of points to a door.
I'll go and
Sure,
get the
have you-
beer.
Well,
So
they're
I
getting the
take
beer. Oh, sorry,
Oh.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Cuthbert.
Okay. Do you ever make anything of silver? He says as he's like got these little skinny arms and he's just doing like trying to do the bellows as much as he can.
They say that silver is effective against witches, but we have no silver. Have you silver? We could cut
I
the
have-
witch.
Well, I have a little bit of silver, but it's not in any kind of cutting form.
So you've captured this witch, I take it, that you're making these manacles for?
Yes. Why do you keep putting coal on the fire? We're done.
I grab a cup and say, I'd really like a glass of ale now.
Yeah. When you open the door, there's like a keg of ale back there and some cups.
I have
I mean,
a
it's
silver
like a
drink.
table and stuff.
I have a silver drinking cup. I'll pull that out and it'll be like,
Oh.
I'm gonna use
fancy.
my own cup. Yeah. I mean,
I wonder
not
why.
saying you. It's a little early for germ theory, but I'm still like
Yeah.
not saying you're not clean. But
Yeah, he
using
picks
my
up a
own
cup and spits in it and he kind of wipes it out and he hands it to you. And you could hear people coming in from the fields too, kind of rushing in, you know.
And
it's
how
like,
much time do we have before the big sleep?
maybe like 15 minutes.
So this witch, where is she being held?
Oh, yes, down in the council will see her. You here to see the witch? I've not seen you before in town.
We've come from London. We're passing through, but when I heard that there was a witch here, I obviously curious. I'd like to see that. So which
Oh.
building is it in?
Well, when the council comes, and then actually he turns and he goes, "They're here, come." And he just walks out with a glass of ale in his hand.
I follow.
You can see that there's a very old woman. She's definitely in like her late 70s. She's possibly blind, you imagine, because her eyes are closed. And she has her hand on the shoulder of a younger woman, well, younger than her. She's like in her 50s, who's carrying a very large leather-bound book under her arm. And they're walking down the street away from the church.
Can I ask, is the king, is there a king now? Has been the restoration, or is it still Cromwell and the Parliament? In other words, whatever the government is there now an official sanction against this sort of thing that we represent, the government doing this? So we have like a seal, a privy seal or something like that that says you can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. You have the seal that says that, but maybe not
The
the muscle to
means.
stop somebody.
Yes. The means is another
Yes.
matter, but
Yes, the
just like the
seal.
authority. Seal, we don't need no stinking seals.
Yes, you got the seal. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I have some authority behind me.
Oh yeah, you do. So yeah, you guys, I'm assuming you're following these people. Just as you're going up the stairs, Philip, you see Isaac and Friar Bixby coming out with the priest. I'm assuming you guys would come out with the priest who told you that the council is meeting. So they're kind of walking down.
Yeah, we would definitely be heading that same way.
Okay. Yeah, does anybody not want to go to the council meeting?
No, I would like to. So yeah,
Yeah, I'll go finish my beer quickly.
if with my
Must have
cup
been-
of ale.
Unless the blacksmith takes his win with him. What the hell?
Oh, he's got his sloshing as he's walking and drinking it.
I want to go and visit the witch.
Yeah, that's where they're going.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the council's gonna
Yeah.
bring her out, I think.
Exactly. So you see, good.
We
Sorry,
got 15
uh,
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have a lot of time.
Philip would like to ask real quick. Oh, is this where the meals are prepared? He'll ask the priestly looking man.
Oh, as the priest is leaving, you're gonna ask him. He says, "Yes, the kitchens are in the back. We'll probably have to eat tomorrow. There's a council meeting now."
Oh, I will just go help in the kitchens, and he heads off to the kitchens.
Okay.
Does
He heads
everyone-
off
He's-
inside the church?
Does everyone fall asleep at the same time? Pretty much.
close?
Okay. So there'd be no way.
Yeah.
I see that book she has under her arm.
I mean, there's a chance we can do a little saving throw or something when the time comes.
Right.
So
All right.
yeah. So you find that effectively some chairs are brought out from a building. A total of 1, 2, 3, I guess five chairs are brought out and set on the ground. In one of them sits the older woman. At the second chair is the woman with the book. Third chair, there's a man, about 65 years old. He, another guy in his 60s as well. Let's see. And also to maybe the friar's interest in Philip, Isaac's interest rather, Jonathan also sits down on the chair of the council, walking behind the council and standing kind of off to the side is your buddy there, the big tall guy, who I didn't say his name, but they do a roll call. That way you can hear everybody's name. The older woman, his name is Annabelle Parrish. The younger woman is Frances Appleby. And she's doing the roll. She is writing in the book. She's like, Annabelle Parrish, present. Frances Appleby. Oh yes, of course I'm here. Stephen Pewley, you know I'm here. These are my different voices, so get used to them. Peter Corperson. Silas Ponsent, that's the big guy. He's like, he slams the mug, it spills. Oh, sorry. Jonathan Cull. Present. Silas, bring forth the witch. And Silas goes into the building and they drag out a young girl. She's now got she has a similar set of manacles around her neck. Not the ones you just made, the stuff that's already on her, obviously. They're around her neck, around her hands, and around her feet. She is wearing effectively undergarments, which of course at the Puritan age is like a full suit of clothes, but you can, they're all stained and dirty. She's a beautiful girl. She's like maybe between 16 and 19 years old, red hair, blue eyes. You can see from her eyes are all bloodshot as if she's been crying. She's not bleeding or anything, but you can see her hands are all dirty, and her knees and her outfit is dirty, like she's been on the ground. And she looks like her lips are all dry and cracked. And he brings her out and kind of roughly throws her on the ground in front of the group. And he says, "Now we," and then everybody starts falling asleep. So if anybody wants to make a body roll to try to stay awake longer than the council, if you want to try to do something, you can go ahead and do that. So all the rolls in this, you need to get a 15. So roll a d20 plus or minus your body and such, and or if you have something special. Otherwise, you're just going to fall asleep with everybody else, and then you'll wake up. It'll be the next day.
Okay.
This council meeting could take a while.
Is it
Yeah.
magic?
And I rolled a 6. I'm sleeping like a baby.
Yep,
Is
I
it a-
rolled a 5.
Is it an effect of magic?
It's the darkness, so no.
Yeah.
It's not a sleep
If they-
spell. It's like, yeah.
If the council is just falling asleep, everything that I want to do involves speaking to them. So if they're all
not trying to stay
falling
awake.
out, no, there's no reason for me to stay awake. I'm just gonna,
You'll have to wait for a week.
yeah.
Yeah. You're like, all right, I'm getting tired. I'm just going to lay down because the last time I collapsed and I woke up with my head on a rock. So yeah, did anybody
us a
stay awake
while.
longer than?
It took us a
Go
while
ahead.
to get here.
Yeah, I did. Right. It takes forever.
Yeah.
1 hour a day. Philip, what was your plan? You were just going back to the kitchens?
I was going to the church, and I'm gonna first look around, see if there's anything valuable in the church that is in plain
Okay.
view.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's chalices, golden chalices on the altar, and statues all have jewels in them, stuff that's like super adorned.
Oh wow, nice. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm gonna fall asleep before I can do anything. It'll be all right.
Yeah, probably.
Because
But you see that. You walk in and you're like,
I rolled my sleep and I got
Okay, yeah.
Can I ask one last thing? You said there's no town guard or anything. So just evaluating, I know the blacksmith's a big guy. Do they look like they could take care of themselves, the people in this council? Are there, just before I sleep, if I do get into a fight? with
You mean,
them?
are they tough? You're saying the
Yeah.
council that looks like a bunch of old people.
So the blacksmith's the only young person.
There's other young people in the town, but on the council, you saw a
And
bunch
that's
of
all
people
that's
coming
in
from the
this room.
fields. You're in the street, but yes.
Oh, we're in the street. I thought.
Yeah, they brought everything outside. Yeah.
Got it.
Yes, there are younger people. There's farmers and stuff that are like in their 20s and 30s and stuff like that, but they're not
Okay.
on the council.
Got it.
So yes, the council itself, in fact, the big guy is not even the youngest person. The minister is, but he's at 45, he's the youngest, and 70 is the oldest. 75 is the oldest. So yeah, they're a bunch of old people. So you do not think it would be hard to fight them if that was your choice. The rest of the town, on the other hand, I mean, there's about 100
Yes.
people in this town. Yeah.
That would not work. Okay.
Yeah. So effectively, I mean, this is not a big enough town to have a militia. Everybody just, it's like somebody stole something and the whole town just grabs their stuff and runs out. That's kind of how it works. Posse format. Okay. So yeah, you wake up, you blink your eyes, you're awake. It looks to be a little bit earlier in the day because, of course, it's roughly the same time every day. And everybody kind of is a little groggy, and everybody kind of stands up and dusts off because now it's been 5 years. People are used to this.
Can I ask
Yep,
you a
go ahead.
meta? Has it been discussed like with Isaac Tootin or Silent? Like, what the hell is going on? I mean, we must all wonder. So
While
I
you're
know
sleeping?
this guy's the brainiac of the group. And have I asked Isaac, what do you think this
Yeah.
thing is?
Let's do a flashback. Yeah, you can have a scene while you're having this conversation while I refill my coffee. So Isaac, why is everybody falling asleep?
Yeah, so he's like, have you ever considered the oddity of our excessive slumber? He looks at his friend over there. What?
Repeat that again. I couldn't understand.
Have you considered the oddity of our excessive slumber?
Yes, I've often, of course I have. I mean, I don't believe in witches. I don't believe in, there's got to be some physical but I'm not smart. I'm just a common soldier.
Indeed, it has been about 5 years. And we live in an impossibility to have a full industrious society, despite a single waking hour is ludicrous. Why,
And yet,
yes,
and yet it happens.
indeed. I was in middle of making breakfast and then I fell asleep. And then I took a few bites and took some time to read my book, and then it was next day once more. It is extremely odd. By God's grace, how long has it been? Has it been taken to hold this single discussion? Did we just wake up once more?
I don't know. I mean,
All folks running about trying to finish their chores. There's not enough time to live, I tell you. To leisurely eat, it would take about an hour. We may spend half as much in the privy, and then it's a new day once more. It has to be some sort of enchantment. Science cannot be the reason why we fall asleep all at the same hour.
yet we've been told not to believe in witches.
Indeed. And therein lies the crux of our dilemma. Are we to believe the people who tell us that witches are not responsible? Or are we to doubt the ones that tell us these things?
It's not necessary that we're all together, correct?
Presumably, right? We're just
Yeah.
talking on the road or something.
Yeah, so it's also just because one thing is true doesn't necessarily affect the other. To say don't believe in witches, well, whether witches exist or not very likely has no bearing on why we fall asleep. The point being is that something evil has made its way into this world and is affecting all of us. And it is only through our faith in God that we can possibly discover and hopefully defeat. And the Church of London, who by authority would not have made this decision without say so from the Church of Rome, have come to in their wisdom have decided that whether you believe in witches or not, they are not to blame for this darkness, and that they are not to be hunted down and hanged for what they do, because witches there are there witches? Of course there are, but many of those who hang for the crime are not guilty. They are simply hung based on suspicion. And those who are guilty we should try to redeem first.
It's been my experience that the people that are accused are for other reasons than witchcraft. I've not seen a real witch. Maybe they exist, but I see it as just wickedness by the accusers.
And you make a valid point, good sir, which is hence why the Church at Rome has passed the decree that they have, that it is now considered a sin to just hunt these people down just because the wickedness of man makes its way through. And as you just said, many of these, and he makes the air quotes, witches are hung for any number of reasons other than actual witchcraft.
Perhaps you're right, Friar. The process of natural philosophy is to give explanation to phenomenon that is beyond our superficial examination. Even if the witches are real, the witchcraft itself is not well studied, and just because we kill young women haven't necessarily stopped this odd slumber that we face daily.
Indeed.
Perhaps we are doing what is right. I hope to find out what is indeed behind this strange slumber, however.
And while I am sworn to celibacy, as is the mark of my order, it does not change the fact that the women of this world are to be viewed as a treasure and certainly as a necessity. So hanging them just because, somebody doesn't happen to like what they do, well, that is definitely a sin.
Freya, every minute is indeed precious, for we don't have much time while we're awake. But do tell me, how did you come to decide that it was right thing to do to become celibate? Do you not miss the temptation of a relationship with?
I've been in the church all my life, and celibacy is one of the tenets of my order. There's an old saying that it's hard to miss that which you have never had. I am still a man of the flesh. I have cast my gaze upon the fairer sex and have often wondered. I've seen beauty in its form, but I'm a man of God, and I must keep with that.
Why, Freya, I consider that as a confession. And then he smiles and taps you on your
Oh.
back.
It's a
So
sin that has
speaking of
been.
that,
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say it was definitely a sin that has been confessed on several occasions, my good man. And he just reaches, pats him on the back a little bit.
Takes a
Speaking
bite of
of-
an apple.
Speaking of beauty, yeah, they're lifting this beautiful young woman to her feet as you're waking up, and the council all kind of sleep in their chairs, kind of. Where were we? The trial of one Sarah.
Roll call,
Clearly. What? What?
roll call. I demand a roll call to make sure that we are all present again after this.
He says in his typically commanding voice.
So one of the guys, he says, "Who is this man? Keep him quiet." And then the woman with the book says, "Well, no, that's not a bad idea. Annabelle Parrish, present. Francis Appleby, oh, that's me. Stephen Pewley, Peter Cooperson, you know I'm here. Silas Ponset, that's the big guy. Jonathan Cull, oh yes, sorry, I was just waking up. So the trial of one Sarah accused of witchcraft shall begin. Who here has seen Sarah try to put her enchantment upon men? And another girl around the same age comes forward. I saw her. Well, then clearly she's a witch.
What? Cuthbert says before he thinks about it.
Wow.
Well, the guy that originally kind of got mad about the roll call, who was actually, sorry, that's Stephen. He says, "You have something to say, good sir, in defense of a
Well-
witch?"
Not in defense, but that just seems so. I mean, the good blacksmith here told me that silver can hurt a witch. I have a silver cup. I'm a silversmith. Have her drink from it. If it burns her lips, then you'll know for sure. Other than that, it's just hearsay and gossip.
Yes,
Is this
gossip,
true?
a sin in and of itself, if I may remind the council.
Well, this is interesting. Um, we will have to think about this. But the witch must burn tonight, so we will not think long. Silver, you say, hurts a witch. And they all look at
That is-
Silas. Well, I heard that. Well, then clearly you must forge a knife of silver and stab it through her chest.
No,
If it
no,
hurts her,
no,
then we will know.
no. It doesn't have to be stabbed through her because obviously anybody getting stabbed is going to get hurt. Stabbing
Are you
will hurt
sure?
anybody.
So you're
Yes, if
saying
I
the
mean-
silver knife will hurt you, so you could be a witch.
If I stabbed you with a silver knife, it would hurt
How
you.
dare you threaten me? I am on the council of Wattsburg.
Oh,
I'm doing so well at this. Cuthbert thinks to
Silas.
himself.
Quiet this man. Silas
Aren't
kind of
we
walks up to you.
Getting something rather important. We are emissaries of the crown.
Now the blind woman says, there are emissaries of the crown here? Why was I not told? Everybody's quiet.
Yes, good idea, John. I should have led with that.
they were too busy gossiping about infidelity of a woman, or the possible infidelity of woman. For there is also an emissary of the Church of London here as well.
We found sometimes it's better to watch a council such as yours without their knowing who we are, to see how they really act.
Well, the man called Peter says, well, I was not aware of your situation, and you can certainly testify and for the girl, if that's what you choose to do. I mean, Stephen's niece is kind of well, let's just say, well, she goes to confession more often than she should. How dare you? And the two men kind of just look at each other. And the girl that accused now turns beet red.
Was that the girl? Was the witch the one that goes to confession more than she should?
No, the girl that accused the witch.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah.
Once again, small town Peyton Place.
Yes. At this point, the friar, our friar would step forward and say, and he would hold up a hand to the man who said, who took offense to what was said, and he's like, so now you see why the church at Rome considers gossip to be a sin. Now,
It is not gossip. My granddaughter's man, who she is engaged with, was seen holding hands with the witch. That is clearly witchcraft. Well, why would he do that when he has my granddaughter to whose hand he could hold?
why would he? Did you ask him?
Yes, and he said it was a witch, that she enchanted him with spells and perfumes.
So
and
let
a
me ask.
well-baked piece of bread.
So let me ask you this: what would have happened to the man if it hadn't been witchcraft and he did it of his own volition?
Well, clearly he would not do that, for he is an
Uh,
upstanding
no, no.
citizen.
That was
And a
not the
man.
question I asked you, sir. The question I asked you was, what would happen to him had he shown a moment of weakness?
Well, then the girl would be expelled from town for adultery.
Ah, I see. I see. Well, unfortunately, I mean, I am a friar of the church, and as I had just had a conversation with my companions earlier about my own vows of celibacy. However, as celibate as I may be, I am not a blind man, nor am I a fool. And as
Are
I
you
look on
saying
this,
that the blind are fools? The old lady says.
no,
Who
man.
is this man?
I said actually quite the opposite. She motions or he motions to the accused, and he says, obviously, this young woman was blessed with beauty, as any man here probably thinks of his own wife or daughter. And it is not beyond believability that a man may look upon her and engage her in conversation that may not necessarily be appropriate for him to do so. But all that aside, the king has deemed this practice that you have of just simply hunting witches and hanging them simply because.
Why do you make the devil symbol with your hands like that? Says Stephen Foley.
Oh, I guess air quotes. They don't know what air quotes are.
You make a horned devil with his hands. Did you not see that? Two horned
They
devils.
barely know
speaking.
what English is.
The voice of Satan speaking through him.
Now, gentlemen, gentlewomen, let us be little bit more considerate. It is a matter of our continued existence as species.
Yes.
Women bear our children, and we continue from generation to generation. If our witch hunt only targets women, then it would be doubly important to carefully verify these accusations of witchcraft, for we may jeopardize our own future by making ourselves barren. For example, I could claim that you, sir, are a witch. And he points at Stephen. But
Me.
indeed,
Ha!
sir, I could
Clearly.
claim that
Takes one to know one.
Well, are you a witch, sir?
Well, clearly not. That means you are not either, because men
Indeed.
cannot be witches.
Indeed, but one
They're
could claim
warlocks.
such. One could claim
What?
such. If one woman were to accuse another for being a witch, wouldn't that also imply that woman who's doing the accusing is also a witch, as you have mentioned that it takes one witch to know another?
Oh shit.
Well, clearly then we must kill both women. Put her in
Indeed.
manacles.
Indeed, or perhaps we were only mistaken.
Yes. We carry among us a writ from the king that he has outlawed this practice. He has done so under the guidance of the Church of London, who has issued this to the king from guidance from the Church at Rome. And to defy the Church of Rome is to defy the Pope. And to defy the Pope is to defy God. So, you'll have to ask yourselves, whose souls truly are in danger here?
The old
This
woman puts up her hand and she says, Francis, go look upon the writ. Tell me if it is true. And the woman with the giant book sticks out her hand to have you hand it to her.
I don't know who's actually carrying it.
I would say
yeah, we-
John, maybe.
Who hasn't
John
gone yet?
As the old royalist.
Let John do it.
Let John do it. I'll
Yeah,
hold
I
it
think
up.
the royalist would have it.
He'll eat anything.
I'm thinking we would give it to John because he would like kick anybody's butt who tried to take it from him.
Yeah, I'll hold it up. I'll draw
Yeah.
my sword and I'll hold it up.
I lean over to Watt and I say,
You're gonna draw
"Oh,
your
Vixie
sword
is-
on a woman.
What's that?
Oh,
I've been-
yeah.
John,
What?
not yet, not yet. Put the sword
the big
away.
guy, when you draw your sword, the big guy steps forward with the big hammer. And he says, keep your weapon in sheath. Well, actually, he didn't talk like that. Keep your weapon in sheath
Not
And
Or
I'm
I
just
will
going to
permanently
grab
sheath
mine
it
and
for
say,
you.
I'm just
No,
going to
yeah.
hold mine and say, we are representatives of the king.
Hold on, what are you holding?
Just the hilt of my sword. I'm not going to
Oh,
draw
yeah.
it, but I'm just going to hold it in like I'm about to draw it. So I'm
All right,
just,
okay.
I'm not taking it out, but he comes up to us like that. Come on.
Thomas is
We're-
just like, John, not yet, John. John, not yet.
So in the
No.
church,
Maybe later.
back in the church, Philip.
Meanwhile,
you wake up and you hear people talking outside. You see a many expensive piece of art, which is probably too big for you to carry, but you do see like golden chalice, the little thing that they put I guess chalice is two of them, right? And then there's also like crystal decanters that have the wine and the water. There's the silks across the altar itself. The statues, as noted, have gems on them and stuff. You know, Mary's got the bling.
Is there like an altar box with like where donations would go?
Yes, Chris.
Okay. Yes, Philip is gonna go to the altar box. And
Okay,
he will-
it's locked, of course. It's got the little slot in the top and things locked in.
He'll take out his dagger from his boot and see if he can pick it open.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
All right, do I get a +3 for being a profiter? Okay. I rolled a natural 1.
Hey,
Yes.
yeah, you stick your dagger in there and the tip breaks off. And you're like, oh. Now you don't think you'll be able to, not even the key will open it now.
Okay. He kind of taps on the box for a second, thinkingly, and
When you
he's-
tap on it, you hear coins jingle inside.
Oh, nice. He's gonna flip the box over and look at the bottom of it. Does it seem like
Well, it's
solid
like
on the bottom?
Yeah, so basically it's like a box that's attached to a pedestal. So if you want,
Oh,
you have to
it's
flip the whole
attached.
pedestal over to, yeah,
No.
like a piggy bank. I mean, it's not made of super strong wood. You could smash it, but it wouldn't be quiet to do with it.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's see. Thinking. John's gonna Philip, I mean, is gonna think on this a bit.
Okay.
He seems
Yeah,
to have
just jump
time.
back in when you
Everyone's
have an
outside
idea.
arguing.
Yeah, you hear everybody arguing. It's getting heated out there. You hear, so with all the sword grabbing, all the men grabbing their swords, Annabelle, again, the old woman, raises up her hand again. She says, quiet. I have thought upon the wise words of, was that a young boy? Bring your silver goblet to the girl. Let her drink upon it.
All right, I have my silver goblet. And yes, I am a young boy. Thank you. And I go up to her with my cup, and it's still got a little ale in it from earlier, from it
Mhm.
didn't spill when I fell asleep. And I'll hand it to her.
You go to hand to her and she looks at you and she screams bloody murder. And she says, it is the cup of the devil.
Oh,
He is
God,
trying to
why?
bewitch me. He is a witch. And then everybody turns and looks at Cuthbert. And then
I'm trying to help here.
yeah.
Oh,
and,
oh
and,
my
and
God.
Peter, no, Stephen, the guy that was kind of tricky in the council, he says, aha, it's a whole league of witches come to the town to cause trouble. Perhaps Sarah here is innocent and you are the witches. Huh.
I'm holding a silver cup by a witch. I couldn't do that.
Come now.
Let me
He's
see
a
your
boy.
hands.
He's a boy. He can't be a witch.
You said just a moment ago that men could be witches. You notice
I
that people
say
in the
nothing.
town have now started to lower their like pitchforks. There's about
This
30
is
of them. Just to give you
Rustic scum.
an-
You're not fit to lick the hooves of my horse.
How dare you, good sir? You will burn for that.
You know what?
So now-
Witch.
Philip has decided to give up on the box hearing this commotion going outside. He's just going to start grabbing some of the chalices and putting those in his bag.
Okay. So she, the Sarah says, no, please, I am not a witch. And she starts backing up to the council. Maybe I was possessed by one of them. It seems strange they come at this time. Look at that boy with such treasures.
I must. I just kind of look at her. I back up when she yelled at me. I kind of jump back, and I'm just fine.
Take the cup from him. Take the cup and let's see if it's truly silver.
So she didn't even take the cup.
No,
Nope.
she jumped back and what was it?
Ah.
We kind of did that thing where we spook each other because she jumped and I jumped back.
Yeah,
So
the big guy walks up and sticks his hand out for the cup.
I
Wow.
look at,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead, Cuff.
I was gonna say, I look at my cup. I say, "Well, I can have it back. Yes, you're not gonna crush it in your giant hands, are you? Because it's real silver, so it will crumble."
He just sticks his hand out and looks at you with a half smile with his burnt
Yeah.
face.
I say, "Fine," and I give him the cup.
Are they
He takes-
going to put this against the girl? Are they going to put it to her lips like we suggested?
You asked that?
I say that, yes.
He says, she says, we will test you all with the silver.
I'll
But
take it
perhaps
right
that's a
now.
ruse.
I'll take it
Oh.
right now.
You want to just take the silver?
I'll just put it.
You
Take a
realize
sip.
that greed is one of the mortal sins, good sir.
I'm taking it to prove that and none of my companions are witches. Then we're going to have to investigate the townspeople, of course.
Yes,
None
I
of us
agree.
are witches. None of us.
So I will take the silver and prove
Well,
it to you.
well, the big guy's got it right now. He looks at it and he tastes it and he says, then he finishes it. He says, this is an enchanted cup. It made the slop ale that I was drinking yesterday more vibrant with flavor and nutmeg. We have no nutmeg here. How did you put nutmeg into my drink? Perhaps you are a witch.
It's just
You'll
a
need
cup.
to disrobe now so we know if you are a man or not.
It's a backslash to the face with the blade.
Swing at this
I
guy.
have
What?
not, I've had enough of this.
Ooh,
You will not impugn the integrity of the game's fan.
Okay.
If he
All right, you're
draws
gonna-
his
you're gonna-
weapon, I mean, I kind of
My
have.
weapon's been drawn.
I know, but if you slash at the big guy, we're in the midst.
Hey Daniel, when
Go-
I have
yeah.
about 15 minutes left, and when I feel about that time, I'm gonna try and find a back way out of the church, no matter how much stuff I have in my pack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're loading this up. Yeah. So if you're going to do that, Mike, go ahead and roll initiative. I'll give you a +2 on it because you already had your weapon drawn. Then everybody else will go at whatever the roll is.
Yeah, I mean,
You only got a 1, so you're probably not going to. You'll
yeah, I
definitely go
got a
before him.
7.
Oh my God. Okay. So 5. All right. So everybody's you're all going to go before them then. So what's everybody doing? I know what you're doing, Mike. So you go make an attack at this guy. You're attacking the big guy.
Yeah,
As soon as John draws his weapon, I'm just gonna be like, oh boy. So because
Okay.
she
Hold on 1 second. Let me just do this attack first because it happened so quick. His weapon was out for a while.
I thought you asked what we were all doing. So
Yeah. So I'm just going to do everybody one at a time but he was just a separate.
sorry, I misunderstood.
No, it's okay.
yeah, because I
Normally I
had
do
drawn
everybody
my
the way you
ro-
said,
ro-
but because
I'd
he already
drawn
had his
my-
sword out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I drawn my weapon when I
Yeah. A long time ago.
pulled the writ out.
Yep.
Yeah.
A written
Impugn-
one hand and the weapon in the other.
Yeah, impugn a king's man. Come on.
Very
Oh,
English of you.
That is a 20.
Ah,
All right. Let's see.
Jesus.
16. He jumps out of the way and avoids it.
Oh!
He's quick. He's big, but he's quick. Okay. Now I'm just going to go through. We're just going to go one at a time. What's going on, Friar Bixby? You see this?
Yeah. So as soon as he starts to, I'm like, to all the hills. Because she jumped back from the
Yep.
silver cup, like she's afraid to touch it. I'm immediately just gonna walk right over to her and I'm gonna like stick my 2 hands out and I'm gonna start speaking an exorcism prayer over her
Oh, nice. Okay.
to see if it'll do something.
Awesome. What about Watt?
Is the big guy, does he have a weapon of any kind or whatever?
Is a large hammer.
I will attack him.
Yeah.
My
Okay,
sword.
go ahead.
Is
Roll
it
a
a
d20.
20? Yep.
Yeah, modified by body or any other bonuses you have, and then
I don't,
15 hits.
I have a +3 on my attack roll. Is that,
Nice,
that's a 17, that's a 20.
nice. All right, you just need 15. 15 is always success.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
what
he
I
gets
figured,
He gets to avoid.
but, okay.
12. He doesn't avoid, so you do damage. 4d10.
10. Get my 10-siders. So I have 12 and 4, 9, 21.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. You cut deeply into the big man. The prayer is that you're exercising her. She's looking at you. She seems to be incredibly scared of you as you're standing over her praying. Cuthbert, what are you doing?
So he took the cup, so he's got my cup.
He's holding the cup in one hand and a hammer in the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
Not the cup.
Was the cup
Right.
your weapon?
No, no, I actually have a little, I just describe it as a long, thin blade here.
Okay. Like a stiletto
Yeah.
or like a
I-
poignard, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, just something, because he wouldn't have like a big sword or anything.
No.
But it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna draw that. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
do
You
that.
draw your little tight. You draw your minuscule blade against this 7.5-foot tall man. Go ahead, make an attack.
Hey. Okay. I say, I shall go for your heels. That's a 14 plus 1 is
Love it.
Oh, wow. 15 makes it. Okay. Let me see if you dodge
15
it.
on the dot.
Oh, man. 14. He does not avoid it. Okay.
Oh, all right. Yay. I haven't rolled 40-10 in so long.
Yeah, last time you did, didn't you blow up a planet or something?
Oh, well, no, not the last time, but I have done that one. Okay. Let's see, 2, 9, 8, 14, plus 8 is 20.
20. Okay. You stab him with your tiny blade, you pull it out, and blood just gushes forward like you hit an artery. Yeah, an artery, right? And he staggers. His eyes roll back in his head, and he poof, lands on the ground, dead. Isaac.
Watching all of this.
Yeah, he stands up and he slams on the desk and says, "I do not believe you understand the gravity of this of our presence here. Stand down, I say." That's what he says.
Okay, so you're talking about the peasants who have all the pitchforks?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a soul roll. We'll see if you can convince some of them.
9.
9. Yeah. Yeah, they look at you and charge forward. So there's a whole bunch of peasants with pitchforks, and they're going to basically try to there's 30, 34, 24 of them. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. You know, just to make my life easy, I'll say there's 25 of them. I know I added an extra one. See how I did that?
Yeah.
So let's see if
It better be a
Jonathan.
baby.
yeah, Jonathan.
baby.
All right, yeah, it's a small child with a very long thin blade. All right, so let's see what we got here. 1 hit on Jonathan. Yeah, you can try to avoid it.
I will. Yes, that's a 16.
Yep, you jump out of the way as they come charging clumsily towards you because clearly they don't have the experience with this kind of thing. Friar Bixby. Once again, 1 attack will land if you don't make a save. Rush.
I think he's frozen.
I think he's frozen too. That's what I asked. Okay, he's frozen. So we'll remember he has to make 1 save when he goes back. I'll just keep going. Watt. Oh, no. Oh, no. 3 saves for you.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes.
So let me try. I need a 13, right? I'm 15 altogether, so I need a 12.
15
to
altogether
roll.
means you
And I have
avoid
a
the
plus
blade.
3 on the defense. So
Nice. So you
I
need
took
12.
some with their optional rules.
Yeah, power builder.
They really hate roundheads here.
They totally did.
So 2 of them hit me.
Oh no.
I could be dead.
So should I roll all 8d10 at once?
I think I'll just be dead.
No, you gotta roll.
Okay, let's see. It's 9, 18, 19, plus 16, plus 5, plus 7. Yeah, you're done.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you get,
bastards.
so you get run through. Actually, they're just there. They actually club you and you fall unconscious to the ground. Because they're
Oh,
not
I'm
gonna just
not
let you.
dead.
Oh no, they're not going to let you simply die from stab wounds.
No, they're gonna
You know what they
hang
do
you.
in this town? They're going to hang you. That's right. You are being clubbed by peasants. You're like.
Just before I go unconscious, I look at Johnny and say, just like at the Battle of Marston Moor, you cavalier bastard. And then I go unconscious.
Okay. Who hasn't been attacked yet? Cuthbert. 1, no, 2. 2 possible hits.
2 possible. Okay, I have a +1 to DR. Let me roll. 13, that does not make it, but the 18 does.
Okay, cool. So just 40-10. That's not too bad.
Just 40, 10. No, yeah. Right.
Okay, so 10, 18. That's a below average.
18. Okay.
And Isaac, yeah, let's see. No hits on Isaac. Maybe because you're standing behind the table. So inside the church, Philip, you hear a melee happening. And you figure
Yeah.
you got maybe like 20 minutes before the.
Yeah, Philip's just gonna take whatever he has and he's gonna head for the back door.
Okay. Rush, as soon as you're stable, we'll have you make one save.
Yeah, I'm here. My camera's not working, but yeah, sorry, we had a brief power outage.
Oh man, weird.
Yeah, it is.
That
All
happened to me
right.
the other day.
So been a long time. I just need
So-
to beat a what?
15. And if you have any bonus to your DR, you'll add that to your roll. So roll a D20, you're trying to
only
get
have
15 or
a-
better.
I only have a bonus if it's magic based.
Okay, so you roll a D20, you try to get 15 or better.
I did not.
Okay, so you'll take some damage. 8 and 9 is 15. No, 17.
17 damage?
Yeah.
Ow!
I mean, you know, they're clubbing you with the backs of their pitchforks.
All right.
Yeah, they all club you, and you see that they've overtaken Watt, and this council has now gotten up to all the old people, and they're trying to like move away into the house since you killed Silas, who's laying dead on the ground. What does everybody want to do? So now we'll do a little quick check in on everybody. Jonathan, what would you like to do? There's a bunch of peasants around you, and the council's moving into the structure with the girl, by the way, of course. They're dragging her up by the chains.
I am shouting guilty of treason and I stab at the next one.
Taking out peasants. Okay. What about
Yes.
Cuthbert?
This is just like another roundhead village.
Peasants.
I go, oh, when I hear roundhead.
Oh. And then I was like, you killed what? And I guess I will keep going for the ankles.
Okay.
Oh, Watt died?
Well, what he's yeah, you think so. He's only unconscious, but you think so. He got overtaken by peasants. What's your plan? Philip's sneaking out. How about Isaac?
Isaac says, well, you wanted a witch, did you? And I shall show you a witch indeed. And then
Oh,
he
no.
opens up his arm and he casts freeze.
Oh no! Oh God! Well, that ended quickly.
Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
what's the plan for the priest? They're trying to drag the girl away. I can look up the spells. I feel like freeze is going to kill
Freeze
everybody.
is really powerful, I think.
Yep. Reduces temperature an area up to 1 mile.
Yeah, I meant to ask you about that. Is
So-
that up to 1 mile?
Yeah, up
Yep.
to 1 mile. So
Yes.
he could control the area. So
Okay, good.
he's gonna try to freeze bunch of these peasants without necessarily getting his friends killed. So if there's like an area where he could take out like a whole bunch of them, like 10 of them or something like that, that's what he would do.
Okay, I mean, they're kind of convert. I'm going to say you could take out a D10 if you want to try to do that, because if you want to try to get 10 for sure, then you're going to risk hitting other people. But if you want to roll a D10 to see how many you take out, that's fine. But let's just go through everything first. And what's the priest doing? I'm just getting everybody's actions first.
Yeah, so I just got nailed. Do I have
Yeah.
peasants actively on me?
Yeah, they hit you and then they kind of move back and they see you're still standing there because they had to move back because they dragging the girl away. The consul is.
Oh, so while I was in the middle of trying to cast this exorcism, I guess nothing's really happening to
Was
her.
it an actual spell or?
No, I was actually
okay.
reciting the Catholic.
Yeah,
I've got it
yeah.
in front of me.
Okay, do you want to read it for me?
Yeah, well,
Alright,
I
let's do
had
it.
it in front of me. Hold on.
Okay, well.
It's really long.
Yeah, no, I know. No. She looked incredibly scared when you were doing it, but you didn't get to do it long enough to 'cause it takes time. She didn't
Just
puke up
do
any
the-
green rays.
So, okay.
The one
Her
from
head
the
didn't spin
movie.
around. Yeah.
I gotta find my
The power of the Lord.
Yeah, the power of God compels you.
Well, crap, I can't cast heal because magic sucks in this game.
Oh, yeah.
I would heal
What?
Watt, but
I think healing is the best.
well, no, it does. Like if I want to heal Watt, it's like however
costs
much
you-
I heal him, I lose, and I've now only got 14 left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was an optional. I thought it was like if you make a roll, you lose. You got it 1d6. Is that correct? Or is it
No,
anytime you heal?
No, with the heal spell, the way the spell works is you give them your hit points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
I
There's
I
get-
always
guess
still
so.
a 1 in 6 chance things can screw up. Yes, but that's beyond thing.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna whack the nearest one with my staff then, because they are sinners before God.
Indeed. All right.
So,
Actually, everybody make a soul roll.
oh, just let your soul roll. Is that
Including
something?
me or just outside?
No, not you, Crystal, because you're not there.
Is
Well,
that
unless you're
on the-
looking back at the fight once you're outside. Are you looking back or are you just making for the woods? Like, what's your plan?
I'm gonna head around the village, like around the back of the village, and try to get out by the
Okay.
main road.
Okay, are you abandoning your friends? Is that your plan? Or are you like
Oh
getting in
yeah,
a position so you can help them?
I'm out of here. No, they're fighting
okay,
and
all right,
everything.
all right,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm gone. Bye.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you start to make your way up. Oh, perfect. Okay. So everybody make a
Is the
soul roll except
soul
for
roll.
Crystal. So make a
Is the
D20
soul
roll, add any
for,
bonus to your
Is
soul.
that magic?
You're both talking. at
In
the
this
same
case,
time.
yes.
All right.
I thought you made that when you died. This is just any time, or there's something's happening.
Well, it's something else happening.
So
All
I
right,
have to
got
roll
it.
under it, right?
This is that demon.
No. And you always have to get a 15. It's like ICRPG, except always a 15. 15 is always your goal. So just add your soul to it.
I got
What's
an
your soul,
11.
your soul benefit.
But you said it is magic.
It is magic. You can
Alright,
get
so
the
I got
bonus
it.
for magic if you got one.
I got it.
Yeah, most people don't have any bonuses in anything. So you're gonna mostly just have to roll a 15 unless you have a special bonus.
I do. I have +2 versus magic, so I made
Nice.
it even without
Okay.
it.
Okay. See, who made it? Just
John made it.
I made
Okay.
mine. I rolled 19.
oh wow. Yeah.
Isaac made it.
Thomas
Oh,
did.
everybody made it. Everybody made it. You start to see
I
them
did
drag
not
the
make
girl-
it. I rolled an
Well,
11.
you're
I'm
you're unconscious.
So, oh, you don't make it if you're unconscious. That's a good thing.
Not in this case, because it's a spell, basically. I mean, it's effectively I'm using it like a saving throw.
Okay.
You all see them start to drag the girl away, then you realize they're not dragging the girl away. They're dragging Watt away.
Mm. Well,
Okay,
I
Initiative.
don't want them.
Nikki.
Okay,
You got a 1 again. Wow, this is a terrible die for initiative. Oh,
2.
all right,
I
going
think we
first.
lost the cleric again.
Yeah. Not the first time we've lost a cleric. Okay, so yeah, you see them dragging Watt away, Jonathan, as you, I guess, make your attack unless you want to change what you're doing. Or I should have just had you all roll first. I didn't think you'd all make it.
Well, I looked to where I thought Wout was. Where?
You see, like, just you see the girl laying there. She has her eyes closed, and you see the flickering of like Watt around her. Like it's almost like an illusion, but you can see through it. She looks like she's unconscious though.
Aha.
And
Can
she
I
no
still
longer has
slash?
chains on, and Watt has the chains on.
Okay. I slash.
What?
I slash, being the good soldier
Who?
that I am.
Just a peasant? Or you go after
Yes.
the council, or you go, okay, peasant. Okay, go for it.
These. Oh, I can hit the council as they're walking by.
And you can try to run towards them if you want, but you know, I mean, that's up to you.
I will.
Yeah, they're just pulling away. You
because
can.
They are the evil ones.
Okay. Well, any
They
particular
are
one
the
of them?
ones who
The,
are
the old
violating
blonde
the-
woman, the old blind woman, the dotty woman with the giant book, the two old men, or the almost old man. Which one's the council would you like to attack?
I'm going to attack the bookkeeper. The
Oh,
keeper
okay.
of the book.
Okay, so Francis, go
Yes,
for it.
the snide one. That is a 16.
Oh, she's okay. Let me see if she. Oh, 18. She jumps out of the way.
Oh,
How
God, they
dare you
are
attack
so
a woman?
They're so spry here.
It's true. All yours are very spry. Cutbirth. You see that the council dragging away your friend.
Okay, I will, I'll go for the back of the knee this time.
Of peasants, or you gonna try to chase after the council?
Anybody who's dragging away what?
Okay, so the council.
Yep.
Which one? Just anyone? You want me to roll randomly?
Yeah.
Okay, you're also going after the bookkeeper. Wow, a lot of aggression towards the bookkeeper.
Oh, you number crunchers.
Yes,
Oh,
you
that's a 15.
educated types.
15. Okay, let's see if she can get it out of the way. Oh my God, hold on. 15. She
Science.
jumps out of the way. She's spry. She like lips her stirred up and she's like. Philip, you're making your way across the field. Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac starts to write these thermodynamic
Oh, that's right. You're doing the.
yeah formula up in the air with his finger, and all of a sudden he says freeze, and he's
Yeah,
gonna
roll-
try to get
roll a
one
D10.
Okay, you want to roll it?
No, you go for it.
All right.
I heard a die roll, no answer. That means it was either a
Okay.
1 or a 10.
I roll 5.
Oh,
I
five.
roll
Okay.
5.
Nice. All right. All right. Perfect. Now roll a d6 to see if you die.
All right, here we go. I roll 1.
That might have actually been the first way that I ever killed Nikki, possibly. Is that how I first killed you, Nikki? Was the free spell? Yeah, you cast the spell really precisely and freeze 5 of the villagers solid, and your body turns to ice as you freeze and die.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
a
free
spell. It
spell.
was the
Yeah.
free spell, yep.
Yeah, it was a free spell. Such a great spell. Yeah, but 5 of them are dead. And actually, at this point,
Do I get to roll?
yes, for your soul, you mean?
No, I mean, do I get to roll how much damage I've done to those guys?
Oh, yes, please. But you can't, it's not worth casting a spell if you can't roll the damage. What is it? 10d20.
10 D20. I'm gonna use the internet to roll that for me.
Right, because you might get, what's the maximum damage we've ever had so far? 2,700 points?
Nah, it's not gonna be that much.
You're not gonna get that high.
Yes, that's the
but-
max, that's the maximum damage, 27.
That
Because
was
it
from a
was
fire spell.
1,500 and then it was you, yeah.
Yep.
The fire spell, yep.
Okay, 10 D20. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
My God, what if you rolled just 10? That would be terrible.
It would.
Well, 88 hit points.
Okay, there's no mortal could survive that. So yeah, 5 of them are turned instantly to ice and freeze, and that's enough to make effectively the rest of the peasants, like, let's say, make their pants dirty and start to run. They basically retreat. So your death wasn't completely in vain. Friar Bixby, what would you like to do?
Is anyone still pulling away at Watt?
Yeah, the council is, none of them have died. The bookkeeper is incredibly spry. They're trying to pull Watt into basically further down the street. Basically, the stables is where they're going.
I have my typical Friar Tuck staff,
Nice.
and I'm just gonna leap into that fray and not swing at the bookkeeper because I'm starting to think that she herself is a witch. And I'm gonna try and just bonk one of the people who's carrying him away.
All right, I'll roll randomly. Okay, Stephen Pewley, the 65-year-old angry man.
Oh, yes. I got a 17.
Oh, that hits. And he got a 7, so he takes damage. Give me some damage.
So it's 4d10, right?
That is correct. 4d10 damage.
Do it.
All right.
Kill this man.
So
Take them out.
the first 2 is 15,
Nice.
followed by and that'll be 35.
No. Nice.
I rolled
Okay.
2 10s.
Nice. Yeah, you swing the staff and you hit him in the back of the skull, and he kind of like drops face first into the ground with his skull smashed open. And you hear him as he's dying. He's like, bastard outsiders.
Yep. And I shout, feel the wrath of the Lord. Boom.
Nice. Wow, taking out the council.
Hey. Sinners, all of them.
So Philip is making his way across the field and into the trees. And as you kind of get to the path, you look up and you see 3, well, let's just call them what they are. Goat men. Roll initiative, Philip.
Oh, I don't get a chance to say anything.
Oh, yeah, you can say something. What do you want to do?
Philip is gonna say, good day. Would you like some food? And he'll pull out some of his food rations and offer to make them a meal.
Oh, you're going to try to be nice to them?
Yes.
They look and they say, eat, yes, as they all pounce on you. Roll initiative.
Okay. What's initiative? A D6?
D6, yeah.
4.
2, you can act first. You get your cheese and you see these goat men leaping, because goats can jump pretty far.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run away.
Run away. Okay, yeah, they chase you and goats are really fast.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're going to catch up.
Fair.
To you. Actually, do this. Make a body roll. If you make a body roll, you can at least run back towards the town if that's where you're running. If you run to the woods, you're ultimately going to die because you're basically like by yourself in the woods. So,
Okay. It doesn't matter. I roll a 9.
okay, yeah, they catch up on you. Let me see if they kill you. Oh, only 1 hit. Make a d20 roll to avoid it.
Okay. Nope, I do not.
Okay, so that's pretty low damage though. 8, 10, 16.
Okay. I'm still
So only
alive
one of them
for
hits
now.
you, and you kind of collapse. You stagger forward. You can see they're not effing around. In fact,
Okay.
the one is eating, and you realize that he's eating a big piece of flesh that you just bit off your arm.
Oh, well, nice.
Yeah,
Good for him.
yeah.
Good for him.
What would you like to do?
I guess I'll go down swinging. I'll pull my sword.
Nice. All right, roll initiative.
1.
They got 2. All right. The goat man. The little boy said avoid the goat man. Once again, no, 2 hits that time. So try to avoid 2 hits.
The first one I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Second one I got a 12.
Okay. So the second one does 8, 9. Wow, I'm rolling super low damage. 13.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay, yeah, they pounce upon you and start eating you.
What were these that got you now?
Goat
Goat
man.
man?
Oh, the goat man. The kid wasn't kidding.
Nope. So
See what I did? Kidding.
I saw that.
Tried to
were-
warn us.
Those were
Crystal?
the real bad guys.
So Crystal
And
and
snap, snap, snap.
Crystal and Yang, roll up new characters. You're going to be the 2 10-year-old kids that were helping the Rob. So roll up 2 10-year-old kids. You no longer approve of the evil ways of the town, and you're going to help the party. Well, or not, I guess. But you can roll up these 2 characters and let me know when you come in.
Oh boy.
All right.
So back in town, the council throw Watt's body onto a horse, and incredibly spry, the woman with the giant book jumps on the horse. You know, he's like on the front, like on the saddle horn, in this complete gender reversal where like it's not a woman on the horn, it's basically a man, and then she jumps on the back and she starts charging on the horse out in the field.
Do we have time to do something?
Yeah, we're gonna roll
Before she
initiative,
gets
but that's what she's gonna be
okay.
doing. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what's and of course the other council members. Well, the blind lady just stands there; she's blind. But the other council members are the two men turn around to kind of effectively hold you off. You know, as you're trying to come towards her. So you'll have to go through them if you want to get to her effectively, unless you have a missile weapon. So what does Jonathan want to do? Actually, Kara, if you want to, Kevin, if you want to roll up a kid as well, I probably should have had you do that before. You can also be a child.
I'm not just unconscious. I'm dead.
You're unconscious, but I mean, I don't want you to have to sit here for the next 20 minutes while your character's unconscious. You will eventually
Oh,
wake
I
up,
see.
but you can switch back after.
Okay.
This way you can at least be part of the, the
All right.
process.
I'll roll up a kid.
Yeah, I mean, it takes 3 seconds to roll up a character. Okay.
I'm going to kick the blind woman to the ground and then hog tie her.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, she's a blind woman. You can definitely do that.
Yes.
Yep. What about Cuthbert? Cuthbert, you're not dead, right? I'm trying to remember who's alive now. Yeah, you're still
I am
alive.
not dead. No, I got hit, but
Okay.
I'm not dead
Yeah.
yet because I took those extra hit
You
points.
got knocked down, but you get back again.
That's right. You'll never ever
Knock
keep me
down.
down. And I'm just gonna attack. I'll attack obviously not the one on the horse. I don't have a missile weapon. So
Yeah, you can go after one of the 2 men, Jonathan, who was the guy in the church, or Peter, who is the guy who told the other guys that his granddaughter was kind of, let's say, has low morale. So,
yeah, I'll go after
low
that
morale.
one. That
Okay.
one. Oh God, you know me way too well. You know that.
Yeah, he was slut shaming, as they say. Friar, what would you like to do?
First, I need to ask a question.
Okay.
On these spells
Mhm,
that we cast that cover large areas,
mhm.
can we make them not target specific people, or do they pretty much target everybody in that area?
Everybody in the area.
Well, shit.
I mean, that's how you blow up the side of a planet.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how you blow up the side of the planet.
I was gonna oh, dude. Oh, I
broke
had
the
the
rub.
speech
Listen,
and everything ready
Sometimes
to
it's
go.
worth it.
No, because it will kill the shit out of Watt. And
You know
I-
what? If you got to do what you got to do. I don't know.
Everybody's
the
gonna lose
friar.
his character though.
Well,
I know.
he's rolling up a kid.
All right.
It's up to you.
Well, Keith, you're gonna get introduced about how we do around here, so I'm gonna cast Storm.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
Covers
Well.
a 1 mile area up to 1 mile,
Mhm.
and what is it?
80-20. Yeah, that's a lot.
8d20 damage.
Yep.
Hopefully, and it cost me 10 hit points to cast it.
That's
And
right.
I hope I don't get a 1, right?
Exactly. Okay, so
Sweet.
that's all good. So let's just roll initiative just to see how far away this. Go ahead. You can roll, Rush. D6 for
Okay.
initiative. They got a 4.
We got a 4.
Oh, simultaneous initiative. Hey,
Oh,
hey.
I thought we were
My-
going to
my-
roll again.
This is my
No.
favorite initiative. Oh,
When
yes.
in the hateful place, when the initiative is rolled of the same number, it calls for an automatic random monster roll check. So let's see if there's a random monster. No, unfortunately, there's not. God damn it.
Oh,
Damn it. All right, yeah, now we roll again.
Oh, now we roll
4.
again.
Yeah, 4.
Damn it, you and your 4s.
was
I got a
hoping for
5
a
that time.
D9.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay, very good. All right, so we'll just do the spell at the end because that's the awesome part. So no offense to the Malay fighters. Jonathan, you approach and want to take down this woman. Just you can just make an attack on her, I guess. Just
Okay.
make an attack roll to basically tackle her down.
Oh, now I can't tackle her.
You can't tackle a blind
I
woman.
can't- Yes, now I can't do it.
Okay. Roll D20 for me.
Oh my goodness. A 2,
Oh, fantastic.
my worst roll of the night.
Okay.
If she
Fantastic.
turns around and hexes me, I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Well, you would, except hold on. Cuthbert, go ahead.
Okay, I need it.
Yeah, this is ending up like a hateful place. I can feel it.
Nope, I rolled a 12.
Okay, you missed. All right, and finally our spell goes off. Go ahead and roll your damage first to see if you do kill the heck out of your friend and her.
Okay.
8d20 for the storm.
I have to roll these one at a time. I only have 1d20. I forgot how this hateful place. All right. Well, that's a 20.
Okay.
And a 17, so that's
Okay,
37. That's a 16.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough to kill them. Unless you just want to know the total.
I mean, yeah, these are all like 9, 9, 12. It's a 19. It's a lot. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
So-
even enough to kill the horse. Yes, you kill the horse.
Yeah,
You
that
kill-
was,
go ahead, you can
that
describe it.
was, that was actually my intent. So, Friar Thomas throws his both hands up in the air, and as he does, clouds instantly begin to form over a large area, and there's thunder and lightning. And he closes his eyes and he remembers back to the church and the preacher who taught him how to harness this power, and how majestic he looked as he would practice it, holding on to his spear and his magic helmet. And he was sat there and he cast down, and the winds kick up and thunder and lightning and all this stuff, and he just and Father Thomas just shouts, and he's like, "See the mighty hand of God as he reaches down from the heavens and smites you all for your insolence," like that. And he boom, and he casts a spell, and all this lightning, wind, and everything comes down. And I guess now I roll
D6. If
see.
you get a 1, you get caught in it as
Yeah.
well.
because
Which is still an epic way to go.
yeah, I got a 3, so I'm good.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't catch.
Yes.
All right,
it's
yeah.
just-
So Watt is dead.
Yeah, as is the horse, as is the spry woman upon it.
Yeah, and the papers are flying everywhere from the giant book. Yeah, there's all this paper flying everywhere. The old lady, yeah, all you guys have gone. The old lady looks at you, Jonathan, and says, "Kill the boy," and make a soul roll to see if you are not possessed by the demon's demon chant that she gives you. Effectively, she is telling you to kill Cuthbert.
Oh my gosh, that's a 4.
Oh, I hate
Okay, yeah.
What
So
did
you're
I
going to
do?
kill. Well,
I know,
don't
I know.
I just you were the first one to the side.
Oh, no, no, I know.
Okay,
Just-
so I'm just going to take this as a general thing, and I'm going to kill every boy.
Yeah, The only two people standing there right now because everybody ran. One is Cuthbert, and the other one is well, actually Bixby's not particularly old either, but so I guess you could choose who you want to kill. But
I'll just start with the nearest boy to me.
okay, so Rush and Nikki both roll a d20. Low roll gets attacked.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, my new character is a boy.
What's attacking?
You're not there yet. though.
Exactly.
What's
Yeah,
attacking?
we're
this?
all boys, the new characters.
What's attacking you?
Yeah.
Jonathan.
John Benchley?
Well, I rolled really badly, so I rolled a
Yes.
4.
I don't
rolled
know.
a
I
4.
rolled pretty badly too. What'd you roll?
Rolled a 4.
Yeah, you rolled more badly than I did.
Okay. So make an attack against Cuthbert, Jonathan, and then we'll go
Okay.
into a regular initiative after this. All right, so who's
Oh,
left? My God.
that's a 15.
Ah,
Oh.
dodge it.
Avoid the blow.
Nope.
No.
Oh, there will be blood tonight.
Yes, mine.
Yes.
You're not the only one.
Oh, my word. That is 29.
And
Oh, hang on.
uh-oh. Dude, if you live through it, that's gonna be awesome.
As I plunge deeply into your shoulder. Not
I have-
plunge. I
No, I
slash
have-
deeply into your shoulder.
Because I took the 2 extra 10 hit points, I have 3 hit points left.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so who's left? Hold on. We got
Power gamer.
That's right.
so, but Peter is still left. Peter and Jonathan. Peter is a complete and total coward, so he is going to run. And Jonathan is also a coward. So the other two guys, the other two men that were like blocking the way, and then you just killed the horse and the thing with the storm. They look at each other and they run off into the fields. And you turn around, Friar, after casting your spell, and you see Jonathan driving his blade into Cuthbert and the old blind lady laying on the ground. And let's introduce our little kids. So,
That's what a perfect
Lurch-
time to bring in the children.
So hold on, we have a bunch of little kids now, right? Now I'm confused by everybody. Kara's a kid, so you're Lurch,
Lurch
Wybert,
Mortalby.
yeah, and Newt. So what's your situation here? You know this town, so I'm going to give you a little background because obviously it's not spoiling too much now. This town has been actually using the young woman as a lure to bring in crowds of people to stop the witch burnings, but in fact they sacrifice the people to come into the town. And you know about this. You've actually been robbing people coming in and trying to deter them from coming in so you could eventually escape, the three of you. So is this the time that you show your courage and try to stop the townspeople, or do you just leave?
Well,
Yeah,
Keeping in mind you're never going to play these characters again.
yes. And what we're just kids, like we don't have any of these character classes that are in the game.
You can
like-
just you can be a fighter. You can be whatever you like. You can't be a magic user, obviously, but you can be a fighter class. Yeah, make them up just like a fighter. Why not?
Okay. And let me just see.
Yeah, so Newt Bartleby is a 15-year-old boy going through his puberty, so his voice changes, and he says he has witnessed that storm gather and like strike down upon the town. So he's like, God's vengeance has smote down this town. It's finally our chance to strike back, guys. And he grabs a sword and he says, we can't let those folks just die and be sacrificed. Come on, let's go and save them. And he runs back into the town.
All right. And Lurch Mortalby is kind of 14-year-old, always looked up to Newt, so says, okay, and runs after him.
Nice. And Wybert?
Yeah, Wybert is a bit of a coward, but you know his friends are going forward, so he says, "Oh, okay, guys, if you think it's best," and he grabs his little dagger that he had as he was threatening the people, and he got the cheese from, and he runs forward with his dagger in one hand and the rest of his cheese in the other.
Nice. Okay, so the three kids, you guys see Peter and Jonathan, the two old men, part of the council, running from the town, scared. You can hear there's a fight going on in the town currently as well. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the town, or you want to try to confront these guys, or what's your plan?
Hey, it's those guys that's been luring people into the town. Let's get them. So dude attacks them.
Wyvern jumps in and says, "Give me your money."
All right, so the three teenagers stand and stop these two old men who are running, who see them with drawn weapons and draw their sabers and cutlasses to fight you.
Going somewhere, old man?
You know you'll burn at the stake for this, Newt, just like
Well-
your sister did.
There's a mountain of sin that you've built, and now it's time for you to pay. And
You're dead, Grandpa.
I'll take your money from your corpse.
Yeah.
All right. So you three can lunge at them, and I'll give you a first attack because they're completely startled by the roguish attacks. So go ahead, Lurch, and make an attack.
Okay.
Do you want to attack Peter or
20, nat
Jonathan?
20, baby.
Whoa, nice. All right.
Take that.
Is that Peter or Jonathan?
Can you describe which one is the bigger asshole to me?
Peter is the bigger asshole. Yeah,
All right,
he's kind of a cowardly guy that constantly like accuses other people of stuff so that his people never get in trouble. Yeah.
never thought you'd get it back, did you, Peter? Well, take this. 10.
Well, he didn't think so because he rolled a 17 and avoided it.
Son of a.
He jumps out of the way and he says, "I've still got some fight in me, Sonny."
You're gonna get yours, Grandpa.
Wypert, make your dagger attack. Are you attacking Peter or Jonathan?
Yeah, he'll gang up on the same person, Peter. 17.
Oh, nice. Yes, smart to gang up on people. 14. No save there. Go ahead and do some damage.
I stab him in the shoulder blade for 16 damage.
Oh, okay. He's still up, but he's like,
Not so tough.
do not
now,
do not shed the blood of your elders.
Shut up, old man. Give me your money.
Newt, who are you attacking? Same guy? You guys are jumping on one guy, or
yeah, same guy. He's like, this one's
Okay.
for my sister, you bastard. And he swings and misses.
okay. All right. So he's going to all right, I'm just gonna roll randomly. He's going after Newt, actually. Maybe that's why you missed, because he swung at you at the same time. 20. Okay, so roll a defense there, Newt.
Ooh, 17 plus 2.
Yeah, you jump out of the way. Jonathan, who didn't have anybody attacking him, is like, peace, and he runs. He's a coward. He's like, as you guys are all ganged up on the one guy. Back in town, Jonathan and Cuthbert and the friar, you guys are facing off, I guess, against each other. What do you guys want to do there? Jonathan?
I'm going to offer to pick up Cuthbert, and then as I'm offering to pick him up, I hold my sword back and prepare for a swing.
Nice, Cuthbert. Will you accept
Not going to let him be like, I don't know who to trust anymore. And I grab my dagger and I try to stab John in the foot.
For some reason, you're like a Smurf. You're only big enough to people in the
For some reason, I guess he's little.
Friar Bixby.
Wow. So I guess witnessing that he's helping up Cuthbert, but he's like drawing his weapon back behind him. I'm like, this man has lost his mind and has become possessed. So he's one of the bad guys now. So I'm gonna charge in there and hit him with my stick.
Okay, so I guess just for coordination, let's just have all three of you roll a d6 for initiative, and plus that ups the chance of a double.
Oh,
6.
5.
I also got a 6.
Oh,
Oh,
potential goat man? No, but that means you guys both get to re-roll though.
I got a 5.
3.
Oh, but now it's another tie. This could go on forever. No goat man. Cuthbert and Friar roll.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
4.
I got a 6 again.
Okay, there you go. So Friar, you're going first. Friar, then Jonathan, right? 'Cause you gotta no Friar, then Cuthbert, and then Jonathan. Yeah. So go ahead, Friar, make your attack.
I got a 16.
Like, is your name Jonathan? Yeah, it is. No, it's John.
No, it's Thomas. Oh, his
no, not
is
your
John.
name. I'm talking about. I keep calling him Jonathan. Sorry.
No, it's
I
Well, I
don't
guess
care.
John.
I go
Whatever.
by anything. I keep hearing
call
my
me-
mother's voice.
Same
Jonathan,
difference.
Mom, stop it.
Okay, sorry. Fresh, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 16.
Oh, make a dodge there, Jonathan.
18 on the dodge.
Oh, he dodges out of the way. Now it's Cuthbert. Stab for the ankles.
Stand for the ankles. Ooh, 20.
Oh, Jonathan.
13.
Ah, all right, take damage.
Sorry, I mean, no, not Jonathan. Okay.
No, not Jonathan.
Oh, that's
You little ankle biter.
right. 17. Sorry. I am
17.
really excited to be playing Hateful Place again.
Yeah, I see that.
26 plus
17?
This is
26
Nikki's
plus
game.
8 is 34.
34.
34? I'm
Little-
down.
Oh, that feels like a lot of damage. All right.
What's this? 9, 8,
down.
9, and
Okay.
8. So yeah.
Yeah. So you're
Yes.
you're down. Yeah, you drop. Okay, roll D20, Mike.
Somehow you hit a major artery in my ankle. 16.
Almost.
Oh my god, that's so funny. You are now the old lady on the ground who opens her eyes, not blind, leaps up. She's a demon with fingernails of steel, inflicting 5 to 50 damage, and you have 100 hit points. Go ahead
Ah!
and take your turn. Who do you want to attack?
Uh-oh.
We are so effed.
I'm a little kid now. I'm gonna be a little.
Yeah, you've got 3 hit points. I got 4.
I think I'm going to take out the little prick that tore my ankle off.
You say little prick.
Oh, look at that. A 19.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah!
Let me see here.
I mean, you know that there's always going to be a demon somewhere.
I know. Yep. No, he gets me.
All right, yeah. 5 to 50 damage.
5 to 50.
Yep.
Well,
How am I going to roll that?
Oh, I don't know, 5d10.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, everything after the first 3 points is bonus. So
Oh, that's, yeah. That's only 48.
Oh my gosh. I'm at negative 40.
5.
well, that basically means that you're shredded into pieces by her sharp fingernails.
Yep.
You know,
Alrighty.
she turns it and looks, and you can see that her eyes are just like white, you know, because she's blind, which is not really blind. And yeah,
Playing
cutting
it-
back to the
I'm playing a tune on your ribs.
so back out to the kids. One of the guys has run away. The other one is standing in front of you. What would you like to do, Lurch? Actually, everybody just roll initiative separately. That way it's easier for me to figure out. The guy got a 1. The guys got a 1.
I got a 3.
Ooh.
Crystal.
I got a 1.
Oh, you tied with the guy. Roll again. You got 2. Oh, which ties with Young. And a 3. Oh, wow. Okay, good. So I'm going to roll 2 wandering monster attacks, and then you guys just get to go first. No wandering monster. Man, these goatmen are not getting any love. All right, we'll just go in order. Lurch, go first.
Okay.
Do you want to attack the guy you're on, or do you want to try to chase down the guy that's running?
I'm gonna charge the guy I'm on.
Okay.
Here you go, you old withered piece of shit. Plus 3, 16. That hits.
Oh, man.
In your
Come on now,
face,
kids.
Grandpa.
Respect your elders. Roll the 16. He dodges out of the way.
Son of a. These old men are spry. That old lady was just dodging. I live in this town. I should have known better.
Exactly. Wybert.
All that dancing around bonfires they do.
Exactly.
Wybert's gonna say, "Oh no,
Their
you
little
don't!"
goat feet.
And he's gonna turn and throw his dagger at the guy who's running away.
Oh, nice. Thrown weapon. I love it.
All right. I made a total 19. So that hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can't avoid that. He's running. Good.
Oh, okay. 24 points of damage.
Oh, okay. He's still up. That's so weird. You did 16 on the other guy and then 24. So if you had done a total, that was you, right? So you would have done a total of, you would have done a total of 40, which would have killed one of these guys because they have a lot of hit points because they are bad guys. Because they're monsters. Newt. Running guy just got a dagger in his back, but other guy is sitting here with the sword like, aha, children.
Yeah, he's gonna lunge at the guy with the sword. Say, take this, Grandpa. And I rolled 9. Horribly.
Okay. He's gonna
Takes the guy
stab
back.
at, let's see. Okay, he's actually going at the Lurch. He says, I'll teach you young whippersnappers.
See if you can get me,
He
Gramps.
just rolled 20.
Oh, all right. And I rolled 7.
All right. You feel his cold steel go into your body. 9 and 9 is 18, 25. 25 points of damage.
Well, according to the system, I just used the standard hit points plus. So even though I'm a kid, I've got 31 and 11.
Nice.
Well, because I did the 11
Yeah.
body plus the so
Yeah.
I've got
Good.
5
So you're not
left.
dead. Yeah. So he stabs into you.
Barely. Is that all you got, Grandpa? I say, holding in my intestines. Man, like a mosquito bite. One moment
Okay,
while
and-
I put this belt on a little higher.
the guy that's running, it just keeps running. So then we're back in the town. Annabelle, which is Mike's character now. Annabelle versus Cupper's dead now, right? Versus Friar.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, you can roll a kid up as well. I have a feeling the kids are going to take over this town. I feel like we've changed this entire thing.
I mean, there is absolutely no way for me to even remotely fight this thing because I actually have 4 hit points left. So his minimum damage will kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sacrifice myself and I'm going to cast fire
Oh, shit.
upon the demon and try and burn it. And we're both going to go down.
Nice. Okay, this is where initiative is going to matter.
I might
Go
could
ahead.
live through it if you only lost a D10 hit points, but because you lose a straight 10, I'm down. But we're gonna.
Well, no,
try
but you're
and-
going to die in the fire anyways.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, Bolt, roll initiative.
Oh, it's a D6, right?
Yeah, you want to beat him, that's for sure.
I got a 4, so
I got a 5.
Oh no!
I'm effed.
All right, Mike, make the attack first.
You might miss.
might
I'm
miss.
not. I'm going to go into the long diatribe that every evil character does. Thinking that he's already won, she's going to just start sharpening and clicking her claws together as she slowly advances on the dying friar and begins to speak in a very backwards Latin, speaking to him about, where's your God now, friar? Where is your God that has abandoned you now, friar? And then I will come up and I will slowly start dragging my nails across your chest and laughing in your face.
Nice, make an attack. Oh, I hope you
Here
miss.
we go.
I was hoping that was an ironic diatribe that you had already rolled and missed.
I missed.
Oh man.
I just hit
Okay.
the bony parts for some reason.
All right, you go like this. You go to push. You put your hands on his chest. You go to push in, and you feel tension. because
Yeah.
that's where the cross is under his.
And I reach up and grab her hand and pull it off with one hand in the air that starts to form a fire. And I was like, you'll never see my God because I'm sending you straight back to your fiery hell. And I cast fire right on top of both of us.
Awesome. Do 2d20 times 100 damage.
Ah.
14, 24, 240 damage. Column
well-
of fire just comes down and is like whoosh and just washes over the field.
Yeah, because this one is not up to a mile. This one is 1 mile. So
Oh, it's
every
not up to a
single
mile?
person. Nope, this one's at 1 mile full.
What, did I
You
kill
just
the
killed-
kids?
Yep. The kid, the demons, everybody in town that was doing all the
I
sacrifices.
thought it was up to a mile.
The goat men.
You melted my silver.
I thought it was up to a mile.
Well, they didn't teach you in
Hold on.
friar school because they didn't want you to.
So I'm up there going,
Wow.
Friar Bixby will help us, guys. Let's keep fighting. And I see.
Oh
out of my way.
no.
A column
could
of
that
fire
be?
from the heavens burns
call
the
it-
entire terrible village to the ground.
They don't call
Thus
him fire
ending.
for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, at least the demonic activity's been taken care
There's
of.
you,
And a town is removed from the map.
Exactly.
you going, take that, you old evil man. I'm gonna take it.
I didn't think it was the nuke button. I thought it was up to a mile.
Oh my god.
And this is how Nikki destroyed half a planet by doing that on top of a nuclear reactor.
Yeah, that was my crowning
Oh.
moment. One of them had
So, very good. Now let's roll back through all these characters and let's see whose characters' souls were devoured by demons. So we can make a soul roll for every character that died.
I
right?
should automatically get the pass.
You know what? I'll give you advantage on it.
Because I took a demon with me.
You did.
Oh,
You could have advantage 5e style. Roll 2 dice.
Nah,
Yeah,
let's
we
just
just
let's
go
do
to
it the
hell
right way.
together. That's
Yeah,
all.
we'll just go to
Yeah.
hell together.
I'm just gonna laugh as I drag you down.
All right.
All right, so let's go through. So let's go through and let's do the friar first because you were the last one to
Okay.
live. So,
So
roll
it-
your soul.
It's a soul roll.
Yep. So
All
you make it a d20 roll plus or minus any soul bonuses and
Beat a 15.
15 or better. Yep.
I rolled a 1.
God was pleased.
Your God
Dropping-
hates you.
Yeah, exactly. The demon, maybe you're like, God, take me up, and you feel a hand around your ankle as Annabelle looks up with her glazed over eyes and pulls you down into hell to suffer forever. But you did wipe out the village. So that's kind of good.
Yeah, but Annabelle gets the last laugh.
Right. Yeah,
Go to
unfortunately.
hell, Mike.
Okay, so let's Cuthbert.
all right. Oh no, kicking and screaming. I guess I will find a demon to learn my trade from in hell.
You find hell is full of all kinds of silver that you have to
Yeah.
polish for the rest of your life.
Oh God. Oh.
Let's see. God, I forgot everybody's name from the beginning. What your original character, Kevin? I don't know
right,
who's doing
Wyatt.
works. Everybody has different names.
Quiet. 20. And
Oh,
so I do not go to hell.
Yep.
Like, okay, I
I
guess
that was
to
just like I like that wasn't a big speech. It's like, and so I
do not
go
go
to
to hell.
I don't go to hell. You all guys, you're going to hell, and not me.
The roundhead gets the last laugh. I knew all you royal. Well, actually, he hasn't made his roll yet. So if I see Johnny come up to me in heaven, Jesus Christ!
Well, we have to know now, John.
John, okay, here we go.
All right.
Nope.
All those fancy titles didn't help you much, did they?
I just find myself surrounded by roundheads. It's a constant battle.
We're gonna do the Battle of Marston over and over. Cromwell's
Is that heaven or hell though when you're fighting them forever, right?
yeah, like I said,
Okay, so Crystal, Philip was his name, right?
Yes, Philip, who was stealing from the church and nearly made it out, makes his soul roll. God is like, yes, I approve. It was an evil church.
Yeah, I was like, but it was a bad church.
Yeah, it's a
so-
bad church. It was a bad church. And Isaac Tootin.
Isaac Newton. Let's see. Ooh, actually, yeah. Was that magic? No, right?
No, this is just a straight soul roll.
Yeah, he's like, ah! He's being dragged into hell.
Sucked into hell. Well, in the end,
Are we gonna roll for the kids?
defeated the what's that? Oh, you want to roll
Are
for
we
the
gonna-
kids? Go for it. Yeah, let's see what happens to
You're
the
gonna
kids.
have kids be dragged to hell.
Yes.
I approve.
Or not.
wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Well,
But it's
I
hateful
approve.
place.
so Lurch rolled a natural 18 on his soul, which is
Oh,
I'll never
nice.
roll another nat 18.
Nice. And you have a -3 soul, so you didn't go -4 soul. No, I'm just kidding.
So he got a 16
Nice.
altogether.
Nice.
Is that
All right.
makes it-
Oh, you really did have a penalty. I was
I don't know.
joking. I didn't. No, I was just joking. If you had a penalty.
No, +2, I think, for the 18.
Oh wow, he has 18 soul.
I rolled an 18 for his soul. It didn't do me any good.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You rolled an 18.
I had a
so what
nat
about?
18, yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
3 6s. But
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
Newt
make your
got
roll.
2. Newt rolled 2.
Right.
all
You're
those
doing-
all those years of robbing people, I guess it really has a consequence after all.
right.
I think
Well,
that's
unless
a
you're Philip.
picture of Newt in hell on your avatar.
And finally, Wybert.
Yeah, Wybert's in hell.
So
In a
did
little
only
kiddie pool.
so
So-
only Watt made it? To the
Yeah,
app- to the
Watt
positive
and
afterlife?
Lurch. Both of
Watt
his
and Lurch.
My two
characters.
guys, yeah, I rolled for once. I rolled well on something
And
that
they're the
doesn't really
only-
matter.
They're the only two characters that didn't go to hell.
That's right.
Philip
Well-
didn't go to hell.
Who? Philip? Oh,
Oh,
Philip.
and Philip
made it
also.
too?
Yeah,
Philip
Philip-
also.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, good, good, good. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, that's not bad. You wiped out the demon town and stopped all the sacrifices. So even though you all died in the end, I'd say job well done.
Part of me wants to
Yay.
apologize because I didn't realize I was going to do that, but then the other part of me is like,
Everybody gets one.
that's pretty awesome.
I
Yeah.
think we've all done it. I've done it. Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, no, Daniel, you didn't
Oh,
actually
I've
tell
done it.
everybody else.
Somebody
Nobody
from the
cared about
next
us,
town over saw the
I've-
big nuclear light flash, just like
yeah.
whoosh, and then it was gone.
Yeah, they go witches. I knew it was
Yeah.
witches.
Which is all along. So yeah, there you go. I think that was that was pretty good ending.
Okay.
Felt very
I know
hateful
it's
place.
a fun. I know it's a silly game, but man, is it fun! I love the hateful place.
Well, it certainly can get chaotic really fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, do you have questions or thoughts on the module? I can.
Yes.
The
Why
only-
do you antagonize me so much? You just know I can only handle so much, and then I have to.
Me,
Uh.
I'm totally innocent.
My only my only thing about it was I think it worked okay with us because of who we are and the fact that most of us play together so much, but I think the mechanic in the game of everybody's asleep for 23 hours and only awake for 1, I think could possibly have the unintended effect of stifling role play if it's played by people who are not as familiar with each other as we are. Because like
Mhm.
literally if you're doing time tracking, you get an hour a day.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I actually made that up. So because I know
Oh.
this group and I did. Yeah. So well, in Hateful Place anyways, you always only really have 1 hour a day that to do anything. That's always the case in Hateful Place. It's just usually
Oh.
you can have any kind of darkness or whatever you want. I could have made it dark and those monsters out, but I just thought that would be a fun way to do it so that you'd have you guys fall
Yeah,
asleep and
but
wake back up.
Even
Because
then,
I thought
you
this
can
group
role,
would like it.
you
yeah.
could role play inside. Like you could be inside of a tavern and you can still role play. Like I said, it
Mhm.
didn't bother me a bit because it was funny and it didn't hinder us at all. So it worked 100% for us. But I
Yeah.
got to thinking about if you did this at a con, it might.
Oh yeah, I know. I would do it at a con.
Yeah,
If it was a
okay,
con, I would have
alright.
went straight. Yeah, I did it. Because in Hateful, it just says there's darkness. It doesn't say what the darkness is. It never does. You have to
Oh,
make
So
up
could
whatever
it be
darkness
like
you want.
could it be like an I Am Legend where the monsters are out, like
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
ravaging the country and everyone has to stay inside?
Yeah, you
and
could
somehow
do
they
it
don't-
any way you want. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then
Yeah,
I take
I
that
chose
back
that because I knew this group and I thought it would be funny to do the whole thing with the sleeping because I just knew that would be like there'd be moments I'd be like, oh, and now you're asleep, because I just
Yeah.
knew that'd be funny for this group. But yes,
yeah, and it worked.
I would
It
not
was
do that at a con. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then I take
Yeah, yeah.
that. I take it back then.
Well, no, I think you make a really good point and you're accurate. I wouldn't make that as the thing. I
What
would
was the book?
nothing.
That was, she was
Well, the
sold?
book was
Nothing,
the
okay.
book was a town records. If you had looked in it, you would have
Oh, I
seen
see.
like
So sort of a
all of
MacGuffin.
the money coming in, the people that are being sacrificed, that kind of stuff would have been written up. What
'cause
people
I
being
thought maybe
born.
it was like a book of souls. I was suspicious of the. I
A
wanted to
little
try
bit.
to.
Okay, so all it says about the book is the council clerk records all council business in a large leather book that's kept in the church. Although I just gave it to her because you guys had already been in the church and she wasn't there and I didn't want to make it all complicated. That's it. That's all it says about the book. I made up the rest of it because I'm a bastard.
And
just me
now
being-
he admits it.
That's just me being a jerk. I didn't make you want to do something.
We got
And
this
it
on-
affect- and it
this-
worked.
This is being recorded, right?
Yes. It's recorded for all posterity, but I'll edit out the part where I admit to it. No, but that's all it says about the book. It's basically the records of the council. And of course, the council is manipulating people for sacrifice. So depending on, how you want to run it, like this probably could be something you could play over the course of several sessions, where you come to the town, meet people, see what's going on, investigate it. But because we didn't have a lot of time, I needed to just get to the action. So
Yeah.
that's why I did that. I just jumped right in, which was the other reason why I did the sleep thing, because I knew that would mean that you couldn't just hang out inside talking to people because we're asleep. So I did that
Yeah.
for speed. But yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Though. But yes, that's
And
100%.
And I got to tell you, listening to the kids sit there and have it out with the old guys made the entire thing worth it for me.
Yeah, it was so good.
Like, Crystal sitting there going, "Give me your money," like that. And
Oh, man.
Keith is sitting there going, something, old man. And I'm just like, I'm sitting over here just dying.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
man.
so
Oh.
basically, if it wasn't
Worth the
clear,
price of admission.
yeah, it was. You guys did a great job.
Yeah.
So Sarah was basically bait, right? It says the council can be demons, but I didn't want to make them all demons because that would have been impossible. So I just made the old lady a demon. And that's why I had Mike roll, because I didn't even roll the demon power until it became relevant. And the first one you rolled was the command power, and the second one was the claws. So it actually worked out perfectly. So that's not in here either. It's just, yeah. So that's it. I mean, so the woman, and basically the whole thing is you're supposed to defend her. And then it didn't matter what, she's going to turn around and accuse you of being a witch, because they want to ultimately turn it around on you. Oh, you were defending her. So that's why the cup was the perfect opportunity to do that. So thank you there, Nikki. Yeah, so you guys,
I
you guys
guess
did a
you're
good job.
Reminds me
welcome.
of- You guys seen that one movie?
Yes.
You guys seen that one movie, Black Death, starring Sean Bean, where he
Mhm.
goes over there? This game totally reminds me of that movie.
Yeah,
Black
a
Death.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the plague, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good film.
Yeah,
it's worth
another
the price.
witch-hunting film.
Yeah. A bunch of knights going over there to find this commune of witches or something like that. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So then, and the goat men are like an extra thing in the forest if somebody just tries to run away. So there's that. The kid that mugs you at the beginning, He's just there to kind of set a stage, but it actually worked well for us, obviously, because we were able to use it at the end. There was another bigger demon that could possibly come, because what they would have done ultimately was, if you had been found guilty or got knocked over the head like Watt did, you would have been taken to the sacrificial place, and that would have brought the other demon, which is pretty powerful. So effectively, you killed that other demon too, because you wiped out the whole place. So in a way, Rush, you kind of kicked ass. Otherwise, the only thing I didn't,
So we
I
got
didn't
a
use the
ton of
Inadvertently.
experience.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't use the physician because that didn't really come up. And then, or nobody got captured really in the end. So you didn't get the ceremony where you got to burn. So yeah, but it was pretty cool. I thought you guys did a great job. Oh, and I forgot to give you, oh, damn it, there's rumors. I forgot to give you rumors, but that's okay. I think it worked out anyways. For short time of prepping and everything, I think we did really good. And I do love the Hateful Place, man. I forgot how much I like how crazy and chaotic it gets. So
Yes.
yeah, let me stop the recording.
I just wish he had a full on, like a full on. Oh, he does. Never mind.
Huh.
Doesn't say a full on website, but he does.
Oh yeah,